Oh my god. Hi everybody. Welcome to Wither and Bloom Studios. We are all ready to go. Are you guys ready to play?
Yeah!
Everything is different again.
We keep moving.
Okay, we need to get Olivia a booster seat.
Yeah. Oh, LOL.
That's
oh my god.
That's fucking
This
evil.
level over here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Olivia.
That's how I planned it. It's kind of like a nice little slope over there on that.
Wow.
Dastardly.
Okay.
Absolutely
That
dastardly.
works.
It's just
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's
I
good
need
to
the
see
yellow
you.
pages.
Violated.
We got a couple of announcements. As soon as we get Olivia her booster seat, we'll get started. First and foremost, I am flying solo tonight. I do not have Saturn. For those of you that don't know that are watching, Saturn is our tech guru who runs this stream. Now, a while ago, like within the last year, it was me running the stream and GMing, but when Saturn came along, it gave me the opportunity to focus on GMing. Didn't have to worry about bandwidths and whether or not, you know, the blackout screen was still on behind one of the overlays and all that other jazz. Now I do. So I'm in a little bit of a panic mode, if you can't tell. So please forgive me. Now, for those of you that are dealing with things like Boons and Banes in the chat, fire away as normal. We will keep an eye on it, and adjustments will be made after the fact, meaning after tomorrow. I also will not be able to keep a live count on my fear on the screen. So right now you're seeing fear count 8 out of 12. I will let you know if at any time you want to know what the fear count is. Type it in the chat. I will let you know what I've got in the bowl, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, I hope this thing stays afloat, and if it doesn't, we'll see you next week.
wow. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
Fine.
It's gonna be fun.
So
It's gonna be mine.
yeah, it's like Dave J is saying, go old school and get a phone book to sit on. It's what
That's
we
what
did
Olivia
in
said.
1977.
We need yellow
Yellow
pages.
pages. I need the yellow pages.
We the other night we just watched Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Ooh.
And there's a scene in that where the one kid drives into the barn in the truck running the stick shift, and he's sitting on like 4 books. So maybe we'll just get you all the D&D manuals to sit on since we're not using them.
I think that would be
Wow.
too many.
That's really
That
harsh.
is fucked up.
Wow.
Since we're not using D&D, let's use it.
I like D&D.
I love D&D. I'm not.
It's just cribbing in your world now, isn't it? That's harsh, dude.
No, it's.
I love that.
Okay, are there any other announcements from anybody?
I'm happy to be here.
I am happy to be here too.
Yeah, it's fucking Tuesday.
We love you.
Addie and I got our housing for Gen Con.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which
We're
was
going to
very
Gen Con.
exciting. Yes, that is, to me, that's super exciting.
So stoked.
Yes. So we'll talk about that more as that gets closer.
Yeah.
I'm always
100%.
terrible at that.
All right. Atticus,
Yes.
would you like to give us the recap of Session 4?
Absolutely. And unlike last week, it is not a 1,500-word part of a document. It's Spark Notes this time. So, last week, our session picked up with the party locked in the dungeon underneath the Cheka Monastery on the island of Eddington. We picked up that session with everybody just having made it out of their cells and into the hallway with the individual known as Harper in tow. The session picked up with everybody kind of moving into his room and taking gold, or as much gold as anybody could carry, and going off through the hallways. And on the way out of this dungeon, the party met, shall we say, an aged Galapa by the name of Tuga, who convinced the party to let him out of his cell in order to help carry some gold. Harper took the lead on guiding the party and their newfound friend out of the Cheka dungeon, which resulted in Indexor's discovery of some magical treasure in an armory. The party escaped the building under cover of night back onto the beach where they had fought some Bantai merfolk a few sessions prior. Here they saw an individual being dropped into the water on a distant dock. In reaction to being back in this place, the magic within the gargoyle statue that was at the time in Thislene's presence, in Thislene's ownership, shall we say, stirred, and Orlith emerged into her gargoyle form once again. That's me. I missed the session beforehand. The party made their way into the nearby wood, where we bore witness to a Bantaimir scout dropping off a basket of Andira beads, including a black pearl Andira, a very rare and very powerful and potent magical substance, which Indexor nabbed up, and also giving a little gifty of a handful of regular Andira beads to Thysleen.
He's got a bag of dirt.
Yep. The party then resolved to rest and recuperate back at and regroup with Blue and Catherine Darwich at Blue's bungalow. Here, Thysleen reunited with the child Kay, and the party as a whole took note of the fact that Blue was missing. Blue wasn't at his home. Nevertheless, Creech got some green, and the party attempted to kind of get their bearings. In attempting to plan next moves, Creech advocated for going to meet with the monks of Pactoris, which is one of the factions, one of the orders of monks here on the island of Eddington, in order to search for some leads under the logic of kind of like a like calls to like in terms of the wealth on the island. Like the Pactoris are a little bit on the money hungrier side, and the rich people are disappearing and all that shit. While planning next moves, the party got some information on why Tuga was on the island, learning that Tuga was planning on killing Thane Bennett von Seal in the name of vengeance for his terrible deeds during the Great Galapa War. So the party kind of like unanimously agreed that fucking guy had to go. So after discussing the strangeness of the system of judgment present on the island, the party resolved to kill two birds with one stone and unravel the conspiracy of disappearing people on the island, exposing the corrupt nature of however many orders possible, and hunt the two Thanes present on the island of Eddington. It was in this moment when Kriya remembered the very nature of the party's arrival on Eddington being of Rakweeg, the Lord of Hathros' doing, adding a layer of mistrust and mystery to the general feel of the party's presence on the island. She opted to ground herself into a half-meditative state, which resulted in her having a brief conversation with Rakweeg, which was terrifying. I hate when Todd puts that voice changer on. It's so scary. Rakweeg projected his voice into Kriya's mind and told her that she was too insightful for her own good and that she had a purpose and a inner power, and insinuated that she was playing into his hand somehow, which is kind of freaky. Afterwards, Orlith flew to the amphitheater where the judgments on the island of Eddington happen, carved the infernal rune for judgment on the podium, and then flew up and used grim psychometry on the whole island, having a vision of Cheka monks, the people we had just escaped from, using a strange, loud contraption to melt down bars of gold and encase a woman's feet into them, very, very painfully, and very scarily. Yes. Orlith returned while Harper was telling the tale of how prior to being locked up by the Cheka, he had actually made a living running boats and running goods to and from Lichés, the island of the gods, without having ever been judged. So he insisted, however, that when his boat was toppled by the Gargrothians, the guardians of Lichés, as it were, he had not directly done anything wrong and was confused when the Cheka monks locked him up. Afterwards, Kriya then divulged the details with her conversation with Rakweeg to the party, causing us all to kind of theorize about Rakweeg's intentions and how he factors into all of this craziness going on the island. A conversation that was swiftly interrupted by a knock on the door, who identified themselves as Abbot Shoal, a Pactoris monk who had come with breakfast for our good pal Blue, who was late for work. Upon entering, he conversed with the party, learned that Blue was sick with a headache in bed, and then recognized Kriya, apparently from a dream, and found on the back of Kriya's neck a strange marking reminiscent of a circle with almost with a mark down the center, which he referred to as the Mark of Doter, one of the moons of Vesper. He assured all of us that he would go and converse with some higher-ups in the Order of Pactoris to attempt to start to make sense of all these strange goings-on, but also assured Kriya that this was some form of omen. Abbot Shoal then departed, and when Kriya looked out at the night sky with a hand on the mark, the moon Dodor turned to face her with the gash in Dodor facing the planet of Vesper. And that's where we left off last week on Entropy's Dawn.
I love it when you talk to me like that.
God fucking damn it! Put it away! Put it down! Put your mic away.
I'll put my mic away. Well done. I think you shaved it down to 1,480 words.
Hey!
That's good.
Maybe someday I'll hit 1479.
Good. That was very thorough. And actually, I genuinely appreciate the thoroughness of the recap because, frankly, I could use it. There were some spots in there I was like, oh, yeah, that happened. Oh, yeah, that happened. So that's good. So you're finishing up a long rest.
Yes.
In the bungalow of blue. The blue bungalow.
The bungalow.
So, if you'd like to, we could take a moment to describe your preparations in your long rest and what you might have done. You don't have to if you don't want to. Anyone want to go on that? Now, Lee, I know that you're new to Daggerheart.
Yes.
So, do you understand what this means when I say that? Do you?
Go ahead and give it to me again. Let's pretend like I do.
So you have choices in what you can prepare for in a long rest. Anybody want to give the rundown? I know that we can.
Clear all stress.
So long rest is much easier. Clear all stress, repair all armor, clear all hit points. Prepare. If you do it by yourself, if you're, soloing, you get 1 hope. If you pick a party member, you both get 2.
Okay.
You get 2 of those options. So, short rest is different. It's 1d4 plus your tier, which at this point is pretty much clearing almost most of it.
Gotcha.
I think that's it.
Work
Or you
on
can
a-
work
work
on a project. Yeah, work
Yep,
on a
as
project.
Rabbit
So if you have
just
kind
said.
of this ongoing thing,
Gotcha.
which I'm going to proposition Todd right now for.
Ooh, tell me, what are you propositioning?
Well, I picked up whatever these magical robes are from the, armory.
Notes.
Could I spend a little time with them and see if I could figure out what they might be?
You're probably going to have to spend less time with them than I'm going to have to spend digging through my notes to find the ones I put in here for you.
Okay, that sounds great.
But yes, you can absolutely do that. They are in here. I know where they are. It's just going to take me a second because I had my book open last time. Did I write it down on yours? No. All right. Half a moment, please, while I pull it up. These are going to be straight out of the Daggerheart core rulebook.
Straight out the book.
Straight out the book.
Straight out the book.
Moment. Would be mom.
You found.
Proposition.
Is that what's happening?
Preparation.
He's like,
Secondary weapons. Armor tables.
How do we want to prepare?
I think we're gonna.
All right.
Can I have or like squeeze?
So yes, you can spend a little bit of time trying to figure out what this cloak is about.
I can teach you some accents.
And
Like
the base score on these robes is a 6.
Base? 6.
6. Your base thresholds are 1639, which is quite nice.
Fucking OP.
But this has a magical feature associated with it, as you noticed. And it, if you remember correctly, when you were searching for these, you rolled with fear.
Yeah.
And this slot does not necessarily work in your favor, but you can't mark an armor slot to reduce physical damage.
Oh.
Okay? So you're going to get a
Magical
bonus in your base
only.
thresholds, but you can't use it to reduce physical damage.
So they're magical only.
That's cool.
Essentially.
Correct.
That's
so-
really cool.
They're known as Monette's Cloak. Not Monet, but Monette.
Who's Monette?
LOL.
Okay.
You want to go next?
Yeah.
Cloak.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got
good?
it. Thank you.
Great. Creech?
So, I mean, my first action is just going to be to heal to full health. But then we're going to do a little bit of preparation, you know? So I'm going to... Tuga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to... Creech is going to walk up to Tuga. Be like, hey, well, you know, I got this whip. And,
You say wet?
whip. I'm showing you a whip. And well, I don't exactly know how to use it, and I know you have one as well. Could you show me a little
Sure can.
how to use it? What are you whipping?
I'm sort of snapping
Just
it
in the air.
In the air.
And-
It's all about the retraction. So forward, back, and retract.
Like Creech tries and sort of like lamely casts it forward, and
More
it
hip,
just,
boy,
so
more
it just
hip.
like goes around
More
in a circle, like.
No. Hip.
And you see, Creech attempts to like thrust like the left side of their hip forward, kind of like ass out, and, like.
Shit, boy.
Yeah, like there's like a little bit of a crack in the air.
Now
you
you
know?
gotta do another one. There we go.
I like kind of slash the wall a little bit, so there's like a little like.
Can I jump in here
Yeah.
for a minute? Can I have some fun with this?
Yeah,
Do you
you can.
mind?
Yeah.
I want you to make an agility or finesse roll for me. Because first of all, a bullwhip is incredibly long. They're like 12 feet long.
Uh-huh.
And you're in a small room in a bungalow.
Yeah.
You're
Surrounded
gonna
by
hit
people.
one of us. You're gonna hit
So
one of us.
here's what I'll do. Since
Hey,
you're
I can
actually
take it.
being helped by Tuga and you're
Yeah.
kind of being trained, I won't make the DC on this terribly difficult. I'm gonna make it a 12, which is
Okay.
right in the middle.
That's facts.
Right?
I'm rolling
If
agility.
you fail, did you fail?
No.
Oh,
It's a 17 with hope.
all right. So go ahead and mark the hope,
Yeah, I will.
and you can describe how the overwhelming success of Tuga's teachings sort of play out.
What's what's the wall made of actually?
The walls in the bungalow are like there's a certain species of tree on the island that is very dense and dark wood, and it's very hard to cut. But the bungalows that this wood makes are incredibly durable. So it's a
Yeah.
dark wood.
Awesome. So as I sort of like pop my hip, in a sort of like a weird, like really weird fashion, but I like swing the whip forward and just flick it back at the perfect moment, such that like just the tip of the whip hits the wall with such alarming speed that you hear this like crack throughout the entire cabin, and like even splinters a little bit of the wood off.
Nice.
Shit, boy.
Crikey, mate!
That's good whipping there.
Thanks. I'm excited to use it now. You know,
Making me look like a fool in no time.
maybe we can whip it together. You
I
know,
would like that.
you know,
Like that very much.
into shape.
Into shape,
Shape it up.
Whip it
Yeah.
good. Perhaps.
It's a legally blonde joke, then a
Yep.
Devo joke.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so both of you get 2 hope
Plus my additional.
plus your additional for that
Yeah.
roll. You're doing well.
super quickly.
Yeah.
Because what I'm gonna use my actions for isn't gonna require like too much of a scene, but I'm gonna clear all hit points and clear all stress, and then I'm gonna use a burn card that I got at PAX Unplugged called Take Your Time. You or an ally can take an additional downtime action on a rest, then place this card in your vault permanently.
Nice.
So I'm gonna also repair all my armor. So I am like just fully clearing everything. So thank you, Rowan Hall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna erase so much stuff on
Atticus
my
of the
paper.
shoulder pads with the burn
Oh my
card.
God.
Nice.
Well
I gotta
done.
get my burn card. It's at my house. It's like sitting on like my shelf.
Do you remember
of
what
many
you
things.
got as a burn card?
No.
I don't either. I have
no,
one too.
I have it. It's sitting on like my curio cabinet.
I remember really liking the one I got.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I got.
All right, so Addie with the full priestly preparation.
Full armor is cleared. Full hit points are cleared. Full stress are cleared. I am A-okay.
You're like an empty bucket. All right.
Empty bucket is crazy.
So, Kriya or Thisleen?
So, because I downtimed last week. Okay, so I did my hit points. Yeah, so I cleared my hit points and I cleared my stress. That's what I had done during my downtime
Okay,
last week.
great.
Because
Thistling?
she was pretty stressed.
Yes, yes, she was.
Fizzling's cleared all the stress and hit points were on the low, but I would like to kind of rub my toe beans around the magical runes, those 3 tiles that we came up with, and kind of see what I can learn and understand about them a little bit more.
So these, after you spend a little bit of time with these, you know, your foot, your toe bean caresses the outline of this rune. It actually begins to glow a little bit. You know, you're sort of really hyper tuned in to what these are. And slowly it comes to you. You feel the inner magic of these begin to reveal itself. These are runes of fortification. They are also a type of armor, but you're not really wearing them like you would typically don a set of armor. You would have a base score of 6 on this if you decide to wear it. Your base thresholds are 1743. But this is also, this also has a feature called painful.
Oh.
Each time you mark an armor slot, you must mark a stress.
Oh my god.
And so that's a little bit...
Is that the...
Edge
That's one of the
swatch.
tablets?
What's that? Those are the runes. So if you use those as your armor, you're allowed to actually wear those like armor.
Oh, that's sick.
Even though you might just tuck them in your pockets, or, you know, you could narratively figure out how you want to wear them. But that's how they function.
Wow.
Damn.
That's cool. That's fucking cool. Hell.
Okay, so for each armor slot marked,
You must also mark a
mark a
stress.
stress.
Mhm.
Okay. So for my preparation, I'm going to look around Blue's place, and I find a lovely piece of woven jute that was really nicely, like not just like a typical braid, but it was like clear that it was like a series of snake knots tied on each other. So it's a nice thick coiling. And I'd like to tie each of those 3 tiles into an arrangement that I could wear around my neck and don those.
It turns out that Blue had a penchant for that kind of island jewelry that's typically crafted by people that sit at the port and sell
Puka
their
shells
wares.
and all what,
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, and so it's you find several of these actually in the top drawer of Blue's dresser. And even though you're not sure where Blue is, you don't think he'll miss them. And so you grab these and weave these tiles together. Now you're going to put them on? Are you going to wear this?
I'm going to wear them.
All right. And Indexer, are you going to wear yours?
I believe so, because it is such an improvement. Even though I can't mark for physical damage, my current thresholds are 10 and 16. So
That's a huge improvement.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Fucking
you,
A.
Yeah,
I know you wanna wear
1639
that
is
shit.
monstrous.
dude. Yeah.
So yeah. Now my only question, because I do lose some things, because my armor right now gives me evasion, so I am, decreasing in some things. I have in my build, I just have a shield, which I just always kind of like played in that, it was something just attached kind of to one of his arms. Because that gives me a +1 armor slot. But if we're not marking armor for physical armor, can I count one slot as physical?
Yeah.
And just keep track of that? Like
Yep.
if I highlight that one?
Yep, I think that
Okay.
makes perfect sense because they're separate things.
And now in that aspect, because it's a shield, would that follow the same thresholds? What do you think about that? Like how do we play with that?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it's like the shield itself doesn't have thresholds. It just gives you a +1 armor slot.
To me, the shield is supplemental to the armor, and we should go with the higher thresholds as a rule.
Yeah. Rabbit's asking why you can't mark armor on physical. It's the cloak that I'm about to put on.
Yeah, it has a trait, a feature in it.
What is it? What did you?
The feature's called it's Monet's cloak, and it's
cloak.
called
It's in the book.
magic. You can't mark an armor slot to reduce physical damage, only magical.
How is that spelled? Monets.
It is spelled Monett.
Apostrophe S.
So hence not.
Otherwise, it would be Monet's cloak, and that would be odd.
Monet.
Yes,
Cloak of the
Monet.
Impressionist.
Well, see, when I was trying to look it up, I just spelled it Monet.
Yeah.
And in Google, just a bunch of different random, like, artsy cloaks came up.
Yeah.
So I went to the PDF to find actually what it was.
Monet.
Had it been the actual, oh god, and then there's that one, right? We could go the Billy Idol out.
So yes, I'm going to work on.
Okay.
And my other thing was, so I cleared a stress.
Okay.
I considered that working on a project. Was
Okay.
figuring that out.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you.
That's cool with me. I just want to take a second to say hi to everybody in the chat, because we got Rabbit, of course. Just jumping in is SKWPG. Armor questions this many sessions into the campaign. Is that because everyone is still trying to figure Daggerheart out? Well, no, we understand that part of it. It's just that this is a new item that kind of flips the way the armor works.
So how I would say that, to go on SKWPG's comment, we understand Daggerheart, but Daggerheart is, how I would say, very rules light. So it's like we're kind of like just working with the DM to figure out how we want to run it.
Right.
Kind of.
Because I think coming out of games like Dungeons & Dragons and other crunch-heavy games, I think we're still attuned to, pardon the pun, we're attuned to this idea that we need clarity on some of these things.
Yeah, on certain things. Because it's like, like I was saying, the round shield provides just an armor slot. But if I'm wearing an armor that, doesn't work for physical, it's like, how do we work around that?
Right.
So it's just like we're working together to just figure it out.
Other peeps in the chat, we got Dave J, we got Graylin, we've got Ravenflight is here, and I just want to make sure I get everybody that's been in the chat so far, but thanks for coming, everybody. Good to see all of you. Okay, so we've got everybody's pre-long rest preparations and activities. You guys are pretty much in a safe space. Being in Blues Bungalow, you're not going to have, I'm not going to roll for encounters. You're good to go. So we can safely say that the sun comes up, morning is here. How do you guys wake up in the morning? First of all, I'm curious, are there morning people? Are there late sleepers? I think this is important. Like, is someone going to wake up someone else because you've got stuff to do? Are you chomping at the bit to get out and do something?
I would say Creech wakes up with the sun.
Say that?
I would say Creech wakes up with the sun.
Wakes up with the sun.
Calmly, but he's alert and trying to be aware of what's happening outside, but not terribly concerned.
I'd say that as you wake up at the sun, Orlith is already up.
Nice.
And is kind of like looking through windows, just making sure that we're A-okay.
Okay.
I think like many old people, Tuga is up quite early and sort of loudly making tea or looking for something to make tea.
Okay.
Sort of bumbling about, some crashing sounds.
Yeah, there's a variety of mugs and pots and kettles in the kitchen that you're sort of slowly crashing through.
I would make tea for everybody too.
Great. Okay. Anyone else?
I feel like Kriya didn't sleep well, so she was up very late and is still sleeping.
Hell yeah.
Because
I knew the kid would be sleeping in.
Well, she didn't. She went to bed at like 4.
I'd say that maybe
She was fucking freaked out, dude.
perchance, if Orlith makes a round at each window, after each go around of the whole bungalow, the next 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes are just spent sat next to wherever Kriya's sleeping.
Okay. Johnny Kavanaugh says that they have $5 that says that Galapa has got sleep apnea, which I think is freaking hilarious.
That's amazing.
Sleep galapnia.
100%. 100%. I love that.
You need to leave me alone.
The seashell sleep app mask.
All right, so
Two puffer fish attached to the hose.
so there's tea on. Kriya's asleep. The morning is getting started. Creech is up. And Dexter, what about you?
I always think that Indexer does not really sleep. He just kind of, like, he powers down for a little bit, but he's
You go to,
kind
like,
of
rest
just...
mode.
I go to
Like
rest
Roku
mode.
City.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Take me down to Roku City.
So I think, like, as soon as the sun starts coming up, he's, you know, kind of up.
Okay.
Looking through his books, you know, notes, drawing, whatever.
Okay. Tisleen.
Thizleen had found the hatch that leads down to the waterway.
I knew you were going to say that.
And had kind of curled up alongside with their
Okay.
tail dangling down towards the water, right? I'm assuming there's a little bit of a landing underneath, waiting for the tide to come in.
And you feel that tide coming in. It's early right now. And so every once in a while, there's just this little nip of water at your tail, which kind of brings you out of your sleep.
They can start to hear an audible purr coming up from the floor.
And Kay sort of like pushes into you a little bit and kind of like snuggles in a little bit closer.
It's that awkward moment where there's a cat like kind of curled up in between your legs and you need to get up out of bed, but you don't want to move them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But with that, Thizleen just flips over and splashes into the water.
Gotcha. So you go for a morning
Going
swim.
for a morning swim. Yeah.
Got it.
Are there, in the water, are there any, like, smooth stones?
Oh, absolutely.
I'd love to just nab one up. And as the sun comes up and as more people start to awake and go about their business, I think Orlith is just gonna sit next to where Kriya is sleeping and just sits and just takes the axe and just kind of like sharpens a stone axe with a smooth stone.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So
Whetstone.
A literal whetstone.
whetstone.
Get
A
it out of
whetstone.
the
A
ocean.
whetstone.
Yeah.
There's a number of sounds and smells sort of emanating now throughout the bungalow, and the morning routine is well underway. Thistleen has disappeared on a swim, and we can kind of push forward if you'd like to, and kind of get past the breakfast or whatever it is you're going to do to wake up. Do we have a plan?
No, we never have a plan.
Yeah, well, that was most of the day before.
Well, we had discussed splitting up and going to Pectoris and the Triadics.
Yeah.
So we could decide who's going where and then go there.
I will go to Pectoris, since I proposed. Whoever else would like to come.
I think I'll go with you to Pectoris.
All right, with
Wait, which one is the... Who am I wearing? What was the one that
You're
I...
wearing
Triadics.
No! I'm going to the other one!
So you're going to switch to a more Pactoris.
No, I'm going to go to the Triadics.
Triadics.
Oh, you're going to go to Triadics.
Yeah.
We're splitting the group.
It seems that way.
Okay. Really quick.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is above table.
Yeah.
What are we doing at each one?
Okay, so I wanted
Pactoris?
to, at Pactoris, see, because they're involved in the rich,
The rich.
see what they knew about the situation with the intuition that since they deal with the rich, they might know the most about missing rich people.
Okay.
And we did have a visitor, Abbot Scholl from Pectoris last night.
Ding, ding, ding. So I would advocate.
And then what are we doing
I
with
go
the
where you
Triadics?
go.
Yeah.
And I think the
We
thought
should
was
join.
that
Maybe we join Creech
Yeah.
at Pectoris and learn more about that mark.
Facts.
Her hair's a mess. My hair is atrocious. I never have my hair down, and I just slept the whole night with my hair down. It looks really bad.
As you're sitting for breakfast, I can just run some claws through it, like comb your hair with massive stone claws.
Goosebumps. It's like, ow!
Or I imagine it feels kind of like
Like lice checks.
or but also those metal things. Of,
like the
the
scalp
things.
things?
It's
Yes.
almost a little like that.
Why did I go
feel
right
awesome.
to lice checks?
I don't know.
That was
Where
a
they take the
throwback.
So-
chopsticks in your hair.
Are we still above the table?
So
We can be above
We could be
the
above
table.
table, sure.
What is the idea for the triadics, or is do we have not a solid?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Because if we have that then maybe we should all stick together and all go to Pactoris.
Yeah.
I remember there being a strong sentiment for
Darwich is
triadics.
from
I don't remember.
Pactoris,
Pactoris.
right?
Darwich is staying at Pactoris.
Pactoris.
Yep.
And
but she had a meeting scheduled with the triadics.
Correct.
That's correct.
So I think that was the
impetus.
that was the original
Yeah.
impetus to go to the triadics.
Okay.
And did we know where Blue was taking?
You did not.
We had no idea.
No.
Where.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
but she said in the note that she'd sent through us that she was at Triadics.
Yes.
Triadics.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's good reason to go to both.
Yeah.
So
And there's a monk that I know there that has always been asking me a lot of questions about
Cool.
our previous adventures.
Cool.
So,
So then
we
it
might be able
sounds
to get
like
information out of him too.
Do you have his name?
Oh yeah, I do somewhere. Hang on one second.
I just want to see if our notes align.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can keep talking about the plan.
So myself, Kriya, and Creech to Pactoris, Tuga, Thistlean, and Indexor to the triadics.
Unless we all just want to go bebop to each place, together.
You can go either way. I can put on whoever's clothes I need to put on and sort of ingratiate myself as my
All right.
Why do
this
you
guy
need-
knows what he's
Why didn't you just change your clothes?
I can do it with magic!
But why?
So I can say I'm a monk. I'm a really good liar, and otherwise I'm sort of useless.
As all of us are also criminals right now.
Yeah, but nobody knows that.
well,
That's true.
also, it is a bad idea, I think, to go all as one, because if we all get caught as a group, we're caught as a group.
That's true.
You know, at least if we go in separate groups, first of all, we're feeding two birds with one scone.
Thank you for switching that.
Yes. And at the same time, on the other hand, to our knowledge, there isn't wanted posters put up by the Cheka for
It's
escapees from their secret prison under their monastery.
It's true.
We don't know if anybody knows about their dealings under their own space.
That's true. Yeah, that would be really suspicious to say, hey, we had inmates in our dungeon. So
Yeah.
I think as long as we don't find a way back to Cheka, we're probably fine. But it would be wise to make a time to get back here. And if people are missing, then at least one group should know about it.
Yes. I do think it's worth backtracking to Cheka to investigating further, but not now. If going there would land us in further hot water.
We can go back with more information.
Yes, I think
Correct.
yes, absolutely.
I gotta get back in there.
Well, yeah,
If I see Von Seal, it's on sight.
So now the question
Okay.
is this. If the three of you are going to the Triadics where it's possible that Thane Darwich is, are you putting her down there?
Putting her down.
Oh, well.
We're euthanizing her.
she's a dog.
Why are we putting her down?
We talked about this last time.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
The-
kill the Thanes.
The
Any dead thing's a good thing.
Rock on, dude. Oh, A-tab.
A-tab!
All
I
Thanes are
support that.
bastards.
I support that. Wow. I would warn you though about Lady Darwich. She has to my knowledge,
3 hit points.
she has a particular affinity for choking. So
Oh, hello.
keep
consider
So-
myself warned.
Keep your neck to yourself and you'll be fine.
My neck is quite extraordinarily hard to reach.
Excellent. Then you are the most qualified
We're good.
to kill you.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
So,
so should we set out earlier rather than later?
so it's you and the turtle.
That's me.
Yeah,
Are you coming, or are you gonna go?
I guess.
I don't know that putting down a thing
We're not, it's
in
okay.
the triadic.
I'm not an animal. It's fine. Well,
And it's true, we don't need to make more enemies
Reptile?
and monasteries.
give or take.
If we can get the both of them into one spot.
And blow them up.
Okay,
Actually, I like the way that you think.
I just gotta say, turtle guy, Tuga. I mean, I might just
You might say turtle guy.
turtle guy.
My bad.
New guy.
Yeah.
Based on what we went through with those, bastards over at Cheka, he might be doomed already. This guy.
Yeah. Well, from what I gathered, he's sort of just kind of hanging around over there. They've got something worked out where he has not undergone the same sort of process that others have. So
Really?
again, my information. To be fair, I was there for a little while and then I got thrown in jail. So
Did you get imprisoned before or after his judging?
before,
Okay.
yeah.
Because Blue said that he was looking through one of the guards' eyes, and that
They threw him in
He's,
a room with all of
with
his
all
gold,
of his gold.
kind of like this guy. That's
Similar to
So
Harper.
perhaps he is messed. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I spent a long time in jail.
Oh, good.
Was
Worst case scenario, we find which cell is his, go in there, and leave a couple thousand gold richer.
Yeah.
that's true. Was his description consistent with what Blue's description of what he saw, consistent with what we saw in their weird freak dungeons?
Oh, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw Harper's room,
Right.
essentially, which seemed to match pretty closely
Yeah.
what Blue saw.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Fire. All right. Well, if we can get to him before he's fit for another pair of shoes, if you know what I mean. It'd be
Yes.
nice, but
I do.
at least it'd be nice to know that he's taken care of.
I agree.
So, better yet, if we can get Darwich in there.
And then we can squeeze him for what he knows too, if he knows anything at all.
That's true.
You know.
And the pair of them simultaneously could be a boon. Personally, it could be argued that Lady Darwich has her uses in terms of land ownership on Emberfell. We could possibly forge that. I'm not married to the idea of keeping her alive if it'll amount to some facet of justice.
Well, regardless, I don't think we're killing her today.
Agreed.
So, why don't we just go for it? Yeah.
I'm going to spend a fear
There it goes.
since I
You're
like
bored
doing
or
that.
what?
Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I was trying to get us moving.
bored?
Yeah, no,
I was
you're doing a great job.
totally about to
Thank
say,
You, all of a sudden, as you're making your final discussions, and probably the group and its preparations to move out of the bungalow has sort of gathered around the front door.
Yeah.
You hear whistling coming. And you kind of quickly glance out the window and you see strolling down the walkway to the front door of Blue's bungalow, Mayor Togo.
Oh,
God.
no.
He's dressed in his very typical island suit, which consists of a sort of a blackish linen sports coat, a white t-shirt underneath. His hair is slicked back. Occasionally you see him wearing a hat. Not this morning. Hair is slicked back, clean shaven, spring in his step.
Mm-hmm.
And he is heading towards the door.
I'm gonna kind of shoo everyone away from the front door.
All right.
I'm gonna open it and slide out.
What?
In a nonchalant manner, so it looks like I'm just stepping out for the day. So I turn.
Yeah, Greach, right?
How
How you been? How you been?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I go
staying
for a
with Blue?
handshake.
Oh, yeah, good to see you. Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know where he is right now. I was sort of just crashing at his place, but
So he's not in there.
not to my knowledge.
We didn't come to work yesterday.
No.
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 You sure?
Yeah. I mean, he was sick, and then kind of lost track of him. I maybe he went to see his cousins.
What about the?
To say.
You remember the rest of the people he was hanging around with? The group from the portal. Remember them?
Yeah. They're,
You
they're
see
around.
them? Yeah, where are they?
They're around.
I gotta talk to them. They're.
I think they left already, but they might be around later. Can I deliver a message?
It is a small island. I could find them if you knew where they were. You know.
No idea. Beats me. I'm on
All right,
my
I
way
got
out.
stuff to do today. Listen, yeah, could you deliver a message
take
for
a
me if you
message,
see
yeah.
them? Sure. Listen, their time here is coming to an end, which you've probably maybe had a discussion with them, but I need to start to make arrangements for the ship that they're going to depart on. So, I'm going to have to decide, I need them to decide. Where are they going? Are they going to Emberfell? Are they going to, Afari? I have no idea what that is and why that's happening.
Oh well.
Give me a minute while I slaughter somebody. I'm on Do Not Disturb. It's not supposed to be coming through, but it is. Anyway, let them know that I need to talk to them right away. In order to
Yeah.
book proper passage and get them off the island in plenty of time, I need these details.
Yeah. If I see him, we can just come by yours later.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. You know where I am.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greach.
Thanks for stopping by.
And if you see Blue,
I was about to say the same thing. If you see him, send him our way.
and if you see him, tell him I'm getting less and less friendly all the time.
All right.
This, he's got a job to do.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Question. Is there like a small little is there like a keyhole that I could peer through, or is there like a small opening?
You could probably push the curtains aside and peer out one of the windows.
Wonderful. I would love to if I could. And looking at Mayor Togo, I would love to use Grim Psychometry.
Here we go.
Yeah. To make a spellcast roll of 12 on a success, mark a stress, and have a vision of the most recent violence involving the target.
Can you define violence for me, please?
There are lots of violences.
Well,
Well,
there's consensual violence.
That's kind of what
I
I
would
would
say,
Does that
yeah.
count?
I'd probably say consensual violence does not count.
I would agree. I would
In this
think
instance.
violence in the sense
I don't know. We
of
saw Darwin choking
of
someone out.
yes, but then that individual died. And also that vision contained that vision was Darwich walking into the room and then just choking him to death. So I would say violence in the sense of with intent to do harm.
Violence with intent to do harm. Got it.
Recent violence involving the target. Until I finish a rest, I would have advantage on any action roll to recall lore about the things in that vision.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if I succeed. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
That's going to be a 22 with fear.
I'll take the fear. I do have a full fear count, by the way, for those of you in the audience that are
Yowza.
curious about that. Did the violence happen to him, or he was witness to it?
It said, I would say the most recent violence involving the target.
Got it. All right. So, grim
Mark that stress.
psychometry. You find yourself gazing out the window, pulling aside the curtain, just checking out Creech and Togo on the front porch. Togo turns to walk away, and you spot him from the back of the head, and your consciousness, kind of like right inside of his head for a moment, and you did roll with fear. You did. And so all of a sudden you're transported to a scene at night. It's dark. You can hear the lapping of the waves. You're right near the water's edge. You're inside his vision. He turns and looks over his shoulder, and there in the dock is a ship. You notice that this is the dock of Final Passage, which you're very familiar with at this point. And there's a dock there. As he turns and looks away from the ship and back over, right out of his peripheral vision, you see several people standing there. 4, to be exact. He's looking around as if he's checking to see if things are clear. And then, as if by some kind of expectation, you see 4 monks walking up the road in the dark. One of them has a very small lantern that he's swinging as they walk in the light, and they're having like merry conversation. And then you see Togo just turn, and you see all 4 of these men standing there. They're dressed in leather armor. They have masks on their face. They've got a leather hood up over their heads. Very hard to see their faces. But he kind of nods, and the one closest to you reaches over, unsnaps a sheath, pulls a dagger out, and all 4 of them scatter in different directions and sneak off into the woods. Togo ducks down behind a series of crates that are right there. Apparently this is the offload section for the dock, as you sort of see these crates in front of you. And he ducks down. And with that, out of nowhere, with stealth, accuracy, and speed, these 4 just come out and just stab these 4 monks so quickly, so violently and fiercely, and then they're gone. Togo kind of gets up, brushes himself off, walks over to the carnage, kind of puts his toe against one of them and just pushes against him, and then turns and disappears into the night.
And
Dude.
to be clear, when we sort of like picked up this campaign, was it 4 monks who were found dead?
It was.
Wow.
What? Would it require a roll to see what colors those monks were wearing?
I'm going to say that it would be too dark to see it in the vision.
Okay.
But you are already aware of the fact that there are, because it was known that they were triadic monks.
Okay.
That was that was the rumor that spread.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Orlith kind of just like pulls back. When we arrived here, there was mention of a murder of 4 triadic monks.
Huh.
Remember that second site I told you about when I first met Darwich before Von Seal's judging?
Yep.
Yeah. I have it on fairly good authority that Togo ordered those monks to be killed by a group of assassins.
Were they shark assassins?
Masked,
Shark
humanoid, not shark. Maybe while at the Triadics, find out if you can see the bodies, if they still have them.
Hello.
That must have been months ago.
No, it was,
No, this was recent.
Addie was wrong in what they said. It was a week ago. It wasn't when we arrived.
Oh yeah, my
It's when we
bad.
started the campaign.
Got it.
Just saying.
Correct.
So it's still fresh. I mean, I guess we could ask, now that you have a little information on that, we could see who they were. We know they were from the Triadics, but
Yeah,
maybe they were important.
possibly, and maybe it could be a good idea to plant some seeds and tip off some of the triadic monks that is what happened. Turn one faction against the mayor. At least.
I mean, if the mayor is having people offed from one of the monasteries, he's probably working with another one.
Most likely.
And this was like the main docks. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that
The
final passage.
in Final Passage, so not
Okay, so-
Secret Cheka doc.
Yeah, okay. So it's that I was just trying to
Secret check it
make
out.
sure
Yeah.
that was right.
By the way, after Mr. Mayor walks away, I'm not going immediately back in, but I'm gonna sort of make myself look busy because I know he's the sort of sneaky sort. It would be suspicious to pretend that I'm going out for the day and then immediately go back in. So just wander around the sides and then also just discreetly knock on the window, like just a signal of like, all right, let's
You hear this from inside the bungalow, which, you know, to you signals that Creech wants to get a move on.
Can I go open the window?
Sure.
Yeah.
Should we?
are we leaving?
Oh, sure. I guess.
Should Kriya and I fly to Pactoris and meet you there? Would that be less suspicious?
Why not? Yeah.
Well, you're on your way to Pactoris now, not Triadic.
No,
I'm
we're
splitting.
my
You are
party,
splitting.
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had settled on splitting or not.
Then
Got it.
I'm gonna start walking. Yeah.
Shall we?
leisurely.
Yeah, I guess.
You go.
No, I'm going.
I
If
was-
I go.
I was just gonna say before leaving the bungalow, I would like to use just appearance and transform myself into like a young human man in triadic monk's robes.
That's like a She-Ra transformation.
Yeah.
Magical turd.
Yeah.
Is there? What are the parameters on that transformation?
You
for...
magically shift your appearance and clothing to avoid recognition.
Dude, that's awesome.
Period. End
That's
of story.
fucking
That's
Period.
all
End
she
of
wrote.
story. Okay.
Now I want to know: are you a nice, rotund?
Would that
Man.
be helpful? Because I can
Well,
be big boy.
I mean,
I can be thick.
is it size, shape, and everything?
You magically shift your appearance and clothing to avoid recognition. Period. End of sentence.
Tuga will read it again.
What I'm curious about is if you are magically assuming
It is.
this big.
Can they like touch?
Yeah.
say
I'm a big
Are you
boy.
gonna bump
I'm a
into
big
shit?
boy with a
Yeah.
big back.
And it does say shift your appearance.
I don't know. I just
I don't know. I'm just to play it safe. I'll be a big boy.
thick.
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 Thickums.
Just an absolute rumpus cadumpus on this.
Big bone.
Rumpus could. What did you say?
Don't worry about it.
Are you
you heard it right.
still wearing the triadic colors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Nice.
All
Love
right.
that. Are we off? Can we get out of this bungalow for
Victoria.
crying out loud?
So,
No.
I'm
Takes
walking.
flight.
what's happening with the kid? Is she staying here?
Aha. What's happening with the kid? What's happening with the naked man?
He's not naked.
Oh yeah, he's clothed now.
Oh, that's right. He's in a
He's in the
Hawaiian
swinger
shirt.
Yeah, he put on
That's
some
right.
of Blue's clothing.
Oh my god.
Harper kind of
Bungalow
actually
Swinger
clothes.
does.
So
shirt.
funny.
Are they upside down pineapples or right side up pineapples?
Holy shit.
Pineapples are pineapples in my book, but
Okay, then he's a swinger. He's now a swinger.
Harper does sort of notice that everybody's preparing to leave, and he kind of like leans in. He's like, "Hey, if it's all the same to you guys, I'm gonna head over to Final Passage, and it's been a while since I've seen the inside of a tavern, and frankly, I could use a drink at this point. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out. I'm not going anywhere, but I will tell you this: the first chance I get to take this massive gold bar and find myself some passage out of here, be it on airship or water, I'm gone."
Fair enough.
Yo,
You
wait.
know, I know you grabbed a big gold bar. Do you have coins? Does he have coins?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, like, was he gonna like shave off?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you need a
Bar?
couple of coins to get some drink.
No, I appreciate that. I've got coin. I'm probably set, and I think I can cash this in when I get
Dude,
back for
rookie
half
move.
these
Always
subs.
take the coin.
Yeah, no, I don't got any coin. He's a rich guy. He doesn't give a shit, right? He's got the gold bar.
Formerly
like,
rich guy.
he's still pretty rich. Is this it?
Well, we might see him again.
I'm going to be around. It's not like ships are leaving here on the hour. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 days before I can get out of here by any means. So, I mean, unless I get really lucky. So,
Do you have a favorite tavern?
what's it called again? Help me out. I have the
Oh,
name. of it.
Last Call.
Last call.
Nice.
Last call's the only tavern.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah.
So we know to find you.
Yeah. And if I'm not in the last call, I'm probably behind it.
LOL.
But if it's all the same to you, if I need a place to sleep and this friend of yours doesn't come back, I might just crash here. I know how to get in.
Take into account that he's going to a bar in a swinger shirt.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a great time.
Just don't
Nothing's wrong with your
don't bring anybody home while the child is here.
Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about that.
Wait, are we leaving this child alone?
Again.
You want me to watch the kid?
Take the kid to a bar.
Not in that shirt.
You know, I mean, I get the reference, but, you know, the pineapple thing you're talking about assumes I have something to trade in this transaction, and I'm solo, so I don't know if it necessarily counts.
You know, we saw your piece.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god.
I didn't.
I'm shy.
Go into the shell.
I'm in my shell. I'm going to retract.
All right. Let's go.
Demographics.
What are we doing with Kay?
The kid. The kid's gonna drown.
Thizleen looks down at Kay and says, what do you think, kid? I know you're only 4 years old, but do you want to come with us?
Yeah,
This kid's dying.
yeah.
That's it.
I don't like it when you leave.
This kid has been doomed from the beginning. Okay, let it happen.
There's no way this kid is.
I can come?
leaving.
Yeah,
Let her
Thizleen kind
Yes.
of reaches out a paw and kind of drags the kid up and shoulder rides
Climbs
the
up
kid.
right onto your shoulders and grabs a hold of the scruff of your neck and is like kind of bouncing in excitement
Aw.
on your shoulders.
Don't say anything.
Not a word.
Okay, anyways.
All I gotta say is, you know, I've hated this kid since the beginning.
And that's why
Wow.
you're going to be the first person that I use as a
You hate
babysitter.
Dude, but are we
One
seriously
day-
gonna leave the kid alone with the guy
No,
that just says,
I
I
just-
know how to get back into his
Yeah,
house? I don't like that idea.
Yeah, that's
no,
not.
I don't like that either.
And that's why you're a part of the group that Kay's going with.
Exactly.
One day you're gonna play a character with such a capacity for empathy, and it's gonna destroy you. And I can't wait.
One could only hope.
I play that in my real life, so no, I'm not playing it at this fucking table. Okay.
Zing.
Good one.
Hello.
Good one. All right. I'm going to kick you out of the Blues Bungalow in a second, so let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so give me the division here.
So
Who's going to
Creech-
Pactoris?
Creech,
I'm walking.
Orlith and Kriya are flying.
So the three of you are flying to Pactoris.
Oh, I'm being
We're
flown?
well.
I'm walking.
You're walking.
I could carry you, but if you're walking, because we had agreed that it would be less suspicious because if Mayor Togo is in the area and supposedly Creech doesn't know where we all are, it's less suspicious for Creech to go alone and then for us to meet Creech
That's
there.
factualities.
Because we can both go by air.
All right. Fair play.
So I'm walking.
For a little bit of pizzazz, I would like to say that over this last few weeks of being here, during some of my downtime, I would have tried to find, like, pieces of glass or plastic or whatever and made, like, a makeshift, pretty poorly put together set of goggles
Aw.
for my cat
Aww.
for when I fly, so I can like
Nice.
put little
love
goggles
it.
on.
That is
Okay.
so cute.
Okay.
Amazing.
Little
Amazing.
cat
Perfect.
goggles.
Excuse me?
Cat goggles.
Cat
Aviator
goggles.
goggles.
Of course.
All right, so the
Toggles.
three of you depart for Pactoris.
Yeah.
Pactoris is a little bit further away than the Triadic Monastery is from Blue's Bungalow. So the rest of you are off to the Triadics, correct? All right.
I do want to say, on my solo journey, I'm going to be very wary of who's around me. Not in like a paranoid, suspicious way. Well, at least visibly. But like, keeping my eyes peeled and my ears open.
And I would just remind you that, as a rule, the island of Eddington is a welcoming place that is teeming with, very merry monks that are, from different orders. They all seem to get along. The things that you've encountered that would cause that kind of paranoia are really under the top layer of what's seen here. It might even be deemed a little unbelievable if you told the stories of what you've done.
With this suspicion in mind, can I roll for my perception of the divinity?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, your enchantment.
Yeah.
You want to roll to see if you can break it.
Not to see if I can break it, but to see, because it's not like Creech is deliberately trying to break it, because he doesn't know that he's enchanted. But more so to see that as he's thinking about, like, this really is a scary place, and I don't know if I can trust these people. And, like, this is a more common theme. To see if it does just happen to break, if he happens to overcome it without even knowing.
I would say that a better way, if I may,
absolutely.
rather than providing it with a roll, I would say you struggle with the reality of the things you've seen and the overwhelming comfort you receive from the sanctum's enchantment that's over you.
Right.
And you feel like that maybe all you really need is to get back to the sanctum monastery and
Right.
spend some time in deep meditation
Yeah.
to center yourself again.
I'd imagine that as I'm looking at all these people that I might run into with like suspicion and fear, I'm also looking into them trying to desperately find that same divinity and comfort that something really is. Like, it's okay and there is peace, and like the Cheka are just fucked up and the rest of the island is okay.
And it's not hard
know.
for you to get to that spot once you employ that thinking, because this hold that
Yeah.
Sanctum has on you just sort of allows it to melt right into your consciousness.
I'm like, and even though it isn't Sanctum, I was like, it's okay. Pactoris is gonna have some answers. These people are good at heart. You know,
Okay, yeah, dig that.
I like it.
All right, I'm going to start with Thisleen and Dexor and Tuga. As you leave Blue's bungalow and begin to make your way northeast towards the Triadic Monastery. It's about 8-10 minute walk to get there, and that pathway winds its way through the beautiful woods of the island. And in that space, just as you come out, eventually the trees begin to part a little bit, where the Triadic Monastery rises up from the forest floor. And there are areas of clearing around the monastery itself, but it sits nested beautifully in the woods. And as that path begins to open up and you approach the monastery, there are two monks that are standing outside, and they're both sort of looking up at the sky past the tree line. They appear to be holding some kind of object in their hand, and you're walking right towards them. That they're kind of in the path you would take. And as you approach, they kind of see you coming, and they turn and look at you, and one of them's like, Indexor, right? It's good to see you again. You recognize this. This is... Where did it go? Please hold while I grab mine. This is Abbot Arthur.
Arthur.
Abbot Arthur, you don't recognize the other monk that's with him. Now, Abbot Arthur, to you, because you do know this and you've been paying attention, Abbot Arthur sits on the board, or he chairs the group. He is the leader of the judgment group. He basically runs everything. He's kind of seen as the top abbot on the island of Eddington. He's there with one other monk who seems to be a lesser brother. And as he sees you, he's like, oh, Indexor, you'll enjoy this, actually. I have a device here I'm interested in showing you. And it's this lean, right?
Yes.
And good to see you, Kay. It's nice to see you. And
Gregory Gunderson, monk at the Triadic Monastery. It's lovely to meet you.
interesting.
I'm new around here.
Oh, God. I wasn't at your confirmation. Well, very nice to meet you, actually.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Yes.
Greg.
Gregory Gunderson.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He reaches over and takes from the other monk, and he's like, oh, by the way, Brother Finch, everybody, meet Brother Finch. We're working together on this little experiment, because in Dexor, this is quite curious. Look at this. And he holds out to you this, what appears to almost be a wand at first. It is a stick of sorts. It appears to be made of metal, a rod. And at the end of the rod, they have fashioned a wire. The wire wraps around the tip of the rod and then goes up and makes a circle, almost like a giant bubble wand. And he holds it up, and you notice now in the dirt of the pathway, there are a series of stones that look like they have been hammered into the dirt to make a line, okay? And Brother Finch is standing at the line, and Abbot Arthur walks up to the line. He's like, if you stand with your feet at this line, and you're my height, which in Dexter, you're much taller than I am, so this won't work as well for you, and you hold the rod at arm's length, lining up the circle perfectly with the moon of Doder, you will see that Doder perfectly fills the circle. You see? It might be a little different for you because you're taller. It might not line up perfectly.
Can I try and like squat to his height
Yeah.
and try to do?
It's like, oh, yes, good. He hands you the rod. When you extend your arm out.
Yeah, I'll kind of judge, and I'll kind of squat down. And I'll hold my hand out. Not as far, because my reach would probably be longer than his.
Right, he's like,
just see.
Yes, perfect. Now you see how Doder just comes out from the rim of the wire. It looks like it's just slightly larger than the rim of the wire. You see what I'm talking about?
Is that supposed to happen?
Well, this is what Brother Finch and I are discussing, because we have one of these rods for each of the planets in the solar system and the other two moons, because they're capable of measuring distances by sight, if you think about it, right? If for some reason the planet you're studying doesn't perfectly fit inside the circle, then something has moved. It's very basic, but it does work. Now, here's what's curious that we've discovered this morning is typically the planet or moon in question with its tool is slightly smaller than the circle that it's supposed to be inside of. But oddly, Doter is now larger. Suggesting, and of course this is my hypothesis, but it seems as if Doter has moved closer to Vesper. And I would imagine if it's moved that much, that's quite a distance. Isn't that curious?
Very.
And what would that suggest to you, do you believe?
I don't know why.
I think I'm gonna hand him back his rod, or did he take it back because he's been playing with it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's been playing with it.
As he's saying these things, I'm gonna take out my book and just start taking
Jotting it down.
notes.
Yeah, you draw a very detailed picture of the circular
thing,
form and
yeah,
Doter in the background.
whatever's on the, like their space, and just jot down a couple of notes.
Okay.
It's very curious. I don't know though.
So,
Did you tell us about your experience?
Okay, cool.
now Brother Finch, that you see working with him, looks ancient. He looks older than you, but not. He's a human, but he's very frail. And he's hunched over, and he's kind of, as soon as you give the Abbot Arthur back the rod, he takes it, and he's still standing there measuring. He also has a notebook that he's jotting things in. Abbot Arthur turns to you, Thisleen, and he's like, you, where are the other members of your group? I've seen you together before. Everything okay?
Yes, things are not completely unwell, but they have gone on a little bit of a trek on their own.
This might not be the right time to talk about this in front of Brother Finch. Plus, we're out in the woods, and so I feel like maybe But I have some news for you. This Gunderson, is it?
Brother Gunderson.
Brother, if I may, I'd like to have a word in private with these more private citizens. If you could take up your leave into the monastery. Finch turns and looks at you, and he's like, oh, ooh, yeah.
Holy shit.
The two of them are just like,
We're having a whole bunch of, guttural.
It's a series of magnets.
Oh my god, I love it.
And Brother Arthur kind of leads you and Dexor and Kay into more of the open foyer area inside of the two double doors that open up into the monastery. He kind of brings you in there, and he leans in and reaches inside of his robe pocket for a moment and pulls out a note. He's like,
Oh.
So, I do have your trust, correct?
yes, you've all been very good to me the months that I've been here.
Listen, the Lady Catherine Darwich is with us. She's currently in hiding. She seems to have had a bit of a run-in with not only your group, but the Cheka. Now, I don't like to make our suspicions and our differences public. But you may or may not know that the Triadic Monastery has always had its suspicions about the Cheka monks, and we do what we can to get by. We understand that you're not always going to like everyone in the community, but sometimes you have to hold it together. So we do the best we can. However, that aside, Catherine sought refuge here, and we took her in. She asked that we reach out to you and give you this. She hands you the note, or he hands you the note. You open the note.
Yeah.
And read it up. She says, at the top it says, "Friends, I need you to know that I've changed my mind. I do not wish to stay on Eddington any longer, and I wish to return to North Veritas at once. I would like to ask you to accompany me on this journey. I am able to secure passage. I still have my belongings and my fortune at Pactoris, but I am currently residing inside the Triadic Monastery, where I will be kept safe for now until passage can be arranged for me. I have asked Abbot Arthur to help out with these arrangements. Now, in due time, Arthur will track down Mayor Togo, arrange for me to have passage back, and I'll be on my way. What I'm hoping for from you is that you can spring Bennett von Seal to come with me. Now, if all goes well, my ship will leave in approximately 3 days. If you agree to do this, von Seal, I promise you, von Seal will make you more than wealthy as I will. Spring him close to the time we're supposed to leave so you don't have to hide him for long. I would say wait 3 days and do what you can. If for some reason you cannot, join me on my ship anyway. I will bring you back to North Veritas with me. I will make you more than comfortable. Affection, Catherine Darwich."
I'm like peering over Fizzling's shoulder as you're reading that.
Because, you're skilled at reading upside down, like a teacher.
Actually, Indexer can look over your shoulder and invert his eyes so that he's actually able to completely turn the upside down note right side up.
I've seen him do that, sir. It's pretty gross. Disleen kind of looks up from the note at Abbot Arthur and this is all very interesting news. We had some idea that Catherine was with you. But I don't necessarily trust the mayor to secure her safe passage.
Mayor Togo. Disleen, I've grown to know you well, and we get along. Why?
Well, aside from his tall and slightly shifty appearance,
We shouldn't judge on looks.
true, but some assumptions can be made. Recently, we might have found out some disturbing information about the 4 monks that were found dead on the pier, the Triadic monks.
Good heavens.
And Telugo might have / most likely was involved in ordering that assassination. I don't know why or how or what for, but...
How do you know this? How did you come by this information? It's not that I doubt you. Please don't take my questions for doubt. I trust what you say, and I've grown to respect you, but I can't just hear this and not wonder how you...
Yeah, we went from 10 to 100.
Yeah, I know.
We were on the topic of the
It's all
Cheka, and he's a
Well,
little
he
suspicious
handed
about the
me the
Cheka.
note, and the note had the thing with the guy in it, and
Well, we skipped all that part. We jumped right to that, but cool.
the cat is literally standing outside of the bag right now
Yeah,
talking
no,
to
it
Abbott,
clearly
so...
is. Yeah, no, I get it. No, I mean, we have a lot to disclose.
I mean, I've...
Magnets.
Yeah, you and Brother Finch are having a time. You're devising
Got,
an
like,
entire
2
new
different
system of
wands.
measuring the
Floating up
planetary
there.
Both have
distances.
tinfoil hats on. And
blowing
wearing
bubbles through the wand holes.
The different poles on these celestial bodies align. Like,
Perhaps there's a pool we can't see.
Perfect. You play Brother Finch, and
Just kind of like Bip over here.
I love it.
So, forgive me for being so blunt, but a lot has happened to us in the last couple days since the last judgment. You being on the board of the judgment, what of your knowledge of what happens when the Cheka whisks someone who's been deemed unworthy to pass on to Lichés? Doesn't that seem odd to you that the Cheka just whisk a person away and they just simply disappear?
as you say this, the two of you sort of part just a little bit as 3 or 4 monks just sort of pass between you, and Brother Abbott nods his head, Abbot Arthur nods his head as they walk by, and then they disappear into the monastery and kind of like looks left and right. It's always struck me as odd, but it has been common practice. It seems like the Cheka are eager, let's say, to instruct, mentor, in my mind, possibly punish those who don't pass the judgment. And so, yes, the action is swift. They're taken away quickly. They claim it is an attempt to not allow the overwhelming sense of dread to flood into the individual who was judged unworthy. It can be traumatic for that individual. So the Cheka are quick to move them to their monastery where they receive comfort, support, teaching. Of course, that is what they have always said they do, and I actually have seen that play out sometimes.
Dexter's gonna kind of like just chuckle a little bit at that.
Okay.
He usually doesn't show much emotion, but he kind of thinks that that's a little interesting as to what he says.
Arthur's head turns and looks at you curiously.
What if we said we know of something different?
Well, again, in Dexor, especially in Dexor, I know you to be to the point and blunt.
Very.
You don't allow emotion to cloud the things that you take in. So, no offense to Thesseline, who is more, say, conscious, but I would take what you say as more recorded information than potentially dramatized.
I mean, as Thesseline put it, all the cats are on the table right now.
I think I'm more emotional and dramatic.
And the elephants in the
You're
bag.
like a
Really?
mom. You've got a 4-year-old kid on your shoulder as a piggyback right now. I mean, just
Angry soccer mom.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, I mean, as far as the information that we just got about the mayor, we can't necessarily confirm that that's 100% true. We assume. We have one of our fellow friends visions, which we believe might be true. But I can tell you, we know there's something with the Cheka. As you very well know, you probably heard from Catherine that, I mean, she fears for her life. Can't say we can go back to Cheka right now because they locked us up. We caused some shit over there. But in that time, we found, what was the guy's name? Fuck.
Harper.
Harper. Which was judged, whatever it was.
I don't think that Harper had actually gone through the judgment.
Yeah, he did.
We did all 5.
Yeah,
All five died.
all five of the birds are dead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad.
So if you remember,
I remember him. Yes.
well, he was locked in a dungeon with all of his belongings,
Except for
stripped
clothes.
of all of his dignity.
That's awful.
We also know that it seems like they sacrifice people in some kind of
They have a pier.
pushing them off the dock.
Of course, they have ships that depart regularly with those that have been judged unworthy.
These
we
aren't
think
ships.
we think maybe some of the unworthy are possibly at the bottom of the sea currently. We were inside. We were locked up ourselves. We also
This is
believe
troubling.
that Von Seal is locked away
No.
with his belongings. So maybe some of them do get trained or assisted or sent off on a ship. But I think there's also other uncertainty things going on.
This is troubling.
Has Catherine said anything to you about her experience at Cheka when she was there?
We had a conversation. She told me that there were several monks there that were very persuasive in trying to get her to agree to counseling, leave Pactoris, settle at Cheka until her judgment. And she was under a lot of pressure to do that. And when she refused, they mentioned that they would be willing to help her to rehabilitate should she be judged unworthy. And she said she knew at that moment, especially after Bennett von Seal had been revealed to her, even though she hasn't seen him, She believes he's also locked up there, probably from being in conversation with you, I'm not sure. But that's why she sought refuge here. We need to figure this out. This is most troubling indeed. Your companion, the triadic monk, Gunderson, Brother Gunderson, I'm not familiar with him. I'll check the registry and make sure all is above board.
Hello.
The brothers who perished in the murder,
Yes.
Chardin, Fragonard, Kuhn, and Taurus.
Chardin,
Fragonard,
Fragonard,
Cardoon?
Kuhn,
Carcoon?
Kuhn,
Coon.
Amatada.
and Taurus.
Coon.
Kuhn, and Taurus.
Their murderers have not been found. We suspect Cheka, but we would never say that out loud, and I would appreciate it if you did not also.
Well, your secret's safe with us.
Most secrets are safe with us.
Now, is there a reason that they may have been targeted? Were they new? Were they involved in decision making, or?
They were vocal about the way judgments were going. Let's just say that. They were 4 members of a council that had been formed amongst the various monasteries to revisit how passengers were deemed worthy or not to go to Lichés. They claimed to have information on how the gods handled the warblers. I'm going to shift the scene right now over to our other 3 because we are almost at a break point. You're traveling along, and like you said before, you're struggling with this idea that there are these problems with the Cheka and these things you've encountered, nothing like you've ever had on this island before. You're sort of put at ease, though, by the enchantment of Sanctorum that's over you. You and Orlith are flying. And it's not long. You launch yourselves up into the air. You see the top of the tree line. You can see the several roads that pass by. In the distance, you can see the city of Final Passage. Its rooftops glistening in the nice, beautiful, their white surfaces all glistening in the sun. You turn and look over your shoulder. You can see the Triadic Monastery. And far, far in the distance, you can even see Sanctum and the Way of the Three. Cheka's a little far off to see. But you pull yourself up higher and higher as you float. And there before you is Pactoris. You begin to circle down.
Fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The only thing I don't like about this setup is when I go for the mic, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
And as you fly,
Kriya. What a nice view, Kriya. I need you to know something. I'm learning from you.
Ew.
I welcome it when my mortal, or maybe not so mortal, associates reveal things to me, and you and your combat tactics have taught me something very interesting. Let's just say you and I are gonna be real close.
Oh my god.
and we're going to go on a
What does
little
that
break.
mean?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is he
No.
gonna take my body?
I'm not kidding you.
Is he gonna body snatch me?
That's fucked. I don't.
Don't say that.
Sorry, but
Ringo's gonna get up in your steez, dude. All up in your steez.
Nuh-uh.
All right,
That's
we
my
are going to
kid.
take a break.
That's
You're
my
gonna,
kid.
you're gonna go underground during combat. He's gonna be right there next to you. That's what he means.
I'm glad I've caused
stories.
I'm glad I've caused so much intrigue here. This is good. All right, we're going to take a short break, probably about 15 to 20 minutes. We've got stuff to show you on that break. Hopefully, when I press the button, it's all going to go smoothly. But stick with us. We'll be back soon. Hang in there. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, everybody. Todd here from Wither and Bloom Studios, and I'm here to talk to you about Boons and Banes and how you can be part of our game. All right, so first of all, what are Boons and Banes in terms of our game? You know that we primarily play Daggerheart, and in our Daggerheart game, you can get boons, which benefit the players, or banes, which benefit the GM, that you can utilize as a currency form to affect our game. Here's how you do it. All right, so number one, how do you get boons and banes? First of all, there are 3 ways to get boons and banes to participate in our game. Number one, you can participate in predictions for how our actual play game will unfold. Here's how you do that. Go over to our Discord, go to the predictions channel, and each week, just before the game, the predictions get put up. You can make up to 3. Like, who's going to make the first critical strike? Or who will make the first death move? If you're right when it plays out in the game, you will earn either a boon or a bane. Perfect. Number 2, you can super chat during a live stream. For every $5 that you super chat, you will get either a boon or a bane. That gets stored. This is something that's important to keep in mind. All boons or banes, when earned by you or purchased by you, are stored. We keep track of them, so you don't have to use them the night you get them. Number 3, you can become a Patreon member at the Adventurers tier for $5 a month, and you can get 1 boon and 1 bane every month. That's already a huge discount, so why not do that? So you spend your boons and banes to buy cards that can be played in our game. Now, we keep track of the cards that you buy, so they stack. You can collect them and keep them throughout multiple sessions. Once you play one, it's used. But we have different types of cards with all different types of abilities, which are really kind of fun. So let's take a look at those. You can find cards for our game in one of 2 ways. The first is on our website. There's a link in the description to our Boons and Banes section of our website, and there you will find the different types of cards that you can spend your Boons and Banes on. You can either type in the chat of our live stream that you would like to purchase one of those cards, or if you see that card show up on the screen during a live stream, that means that you can also get it at that time. Now, when you see a card on the screen or when you come into chat and you'd like to buy one, simply type it in. I want to pick up the Give a Hope card. Our admins will do the rest. They will reach out to you, talk to you about exchanging the boon or bane for the card, and then we log the card to keep track of that. It's actually very simple. All right, so types of cards. We're going to start off with common cards. Common cards are cards that are readily available, can be purchased as many times as you want, and can be held by multiple viewers at a time. These cards are not unique, and they affect the game in more simplistic ways. So let's look at a couple. So first of all, Give a Hope. This is simple. You spend 1 boon to give a player a hope. That can be very helpful in certain types of situations. So there's one example. You can also spend 1 bane to give the GM 2 fear. This can also be very helpful. Now, of course, these cards do go up in their intensity and their strength. So, for example, I just told you how to give the GM 2 fear. But did you also know that you can buy a card with 5 banes that gives me full fear? I don't know if you know this, but there's 12 possible fear. So if you do the math on this, you're getting a discount for getting more of them. And I'm actually getting helped out. When you want to use one of the cards that you have in your collection, simply type it in the chat. I want to use this card to give the GM 2 fear. Boom. You're going to see me immediately during gameplay get those 2 fear. I will likely give my heartfelt thanks to you for that because I probably needed it. And we move on. Once you use the card, it's gone. You'll have to use your Boons and Banes to purchase another one once you've used it up. The second type of card is called a token card. These are a little bit more complicated. A token card is actually rare. So number one, if you purchase a token card, you're the only holder of that card. 2, if you purchase a token card, that purchase with who you are gets logged in the Divine Ledger. This is a channel on our Discord that keeps track of all token cards. Now, of course, you can hold that card for as long as you want and play it when you're ready. Once you do play it, the outcome of that play gets recorded in the Divine Ledger for as long as Discord decides it wants to be a thing. So this is going to be an ongoing ledger for each of those cards. Now, once you spend that card, and we've logged the outcome from your use of that card, the card goes back into circulation. It goes back into the deck. And so it is possible someone else will come along and buy that card, use it in a different way, and then add to the ongoing narrative in the Divine Ledger. So for example, Narrative Fork, you could buy this card and hold on to it. And then when you want to use it and you put it into play, the GM will give the scenario, the story at play, 2 options. And then the chat will vote on which option they want. Once that's been decided, the storyline actually goes in that direction. So this is a chance for you at a critical moment to say, Narrative Fork, I want 2 options here. Let's talk about how this is going to work out. And once it does, it goes into the Divine Ledger, and we get to keep that forever, sort of. Now, locations to purchase these cards. Common cards can be purchased at any time. You can go into the Discord and you can private message at Saturn to arrange the purchase of a common card, or you could simply type into the chat, I would like to purchase card whatever, and our admins will do the rest. Token cards are a little trickier though. Token cards are only available when you see them on the screen during gameplay. There will always be 1 or 2 cards parked in the lower left corner of your screen, and those are the token cards that are available in that moment. As soon as someone buys one, it's gone. It gets logged in the Divine Ledger, like I mentioned before, and it disappears until it's used. So if you see one, it might be an opportunity to grab something that could be very valuable later on. Those are the 2 primary ways. Now, also linked in our description, if you have either Boons or Banes or cards held, we keep track of them on our website. Link in the description. You can go there. You can actually see your screen name and exactly what you have during play on our channel. So go check that out for sure. All right, to sum up, Boons and Banes are units of currency for ways that you can affect our game. What do you buy with them? You buy cards. Cards that you play while we're playing, and it actually impacts our game. Where do you get them? You get them on our website, you get them during chat, during a live stream, and you can get them on Discord. So go to those 3 places, reach out to us for the cards that you would like. Common cards are always available. Get as many as you want. Token cards, they're a little more rare. Got to watch the live stream for those. If you have any more questions, get over to our website, link in the description, and hopefully everything there will be answered. And if it's not, we have a fabulous Discord community. Join the Discord, ask in the Discord channels. Everyone there will help you out. Looking forward to seeing you during the live stream where you can participate in our game. All right, see you.
Hey, eyes up here. What am I, like a piece of meat to you or something? It's a good shirt, right? You want to instill some fear in your players? Then this is it. If you're a Daggerheart GM, this is the shirt for you. You want it? You can go to 2 places. One, you can head over here to our website, witherandbloomstudios.com, or you can hit up the merch page. Or down below, connected right to this video. So, you know what to do. You're going to instill fear into the hearts of your players. Spend the fear. Spend some money. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you for a minute about a recent module that we created. Now, you might have seen our series called A Clockwork Silence on YouTube, and you probably had a good time with that. You know that as a ttrpg, Daggerheart is really narrative forward and really focuses on storytelling. And we had a great time with this in A Clockwork Silence. So A Clockwork Silence takes place in my homebrew city of Amakora, which is on the continent of Emberfell, in a world called Vesper. This city is full of clanks, automatons that are sort of the product of an inventiveness, a culture of tinkerers that have moved into the city because it's full of resources. It's a port town. There's ships going in and out all the time. So you're able to get anything you want. And therefore, we've got a lot of innovation. In this city, a very famous clank inventor named Aurora Flux has disappeared. She's gone missing. And it was just on the eve of her unveiling her latest invention called the Veritas engine. The Veritas engine was a device that was supposed to sort of seek out truth by connecting with the resonating impulses from your body. But what Aurora didn't realize she had done is potentially created an engine that gave sentience to clanks, something she's been seeking for a long time. Now, things are unstable. There's a deep resonating hum throughout the city, and Aurora is gone. Your party is actually going to help correct this. You're going to look for Aurora and get to the bottom of what's happening here. This brings into play so many moral issues that your players are going to have to tackle. Like, for one, does this clank have like a life force now? And are you going to be forced to take it away from her? These are great problems to solve. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, the module itself is completely finished. 42 pages, and you can pick it up on our website, or you can head over to DriveThruRPG, or you can pick it up on itch.io. All three resources are available. We're going to get a link to it in our shop below as well. Check it out. If you're a Daggerheart GM, I really think you're going to love this module. Can't wait to hear what you think. Catch you soon.
We love you guys, and we want to do this as much as possible, but we need your help. 2 years, no, not even 2 years, years ago, we started as a humble game in Todd's basement.
Get the fuck out of my basement.
Get the fuck out of my video. We started as a humble game in Todd's basement playing Curse of Strahd. We didn't think anything of it. And then we decided to make a channel. And it has grown into a beautiful thing. And now we have you guys, a wonderful community. If you want to be an even bigger part of that community and help us do crazy things like make short films and everything, hop on over to Patreon, the link in the description below. For $5 a month, you're going to get a Boon and Bane every month, which is already a $10 deal. And that's going to help you affect the game in good ways for our players and or bad ways. You are also going to get a discount on all of our merch. And on top of that, you're going to get a special Discord role. So please tell us you love us. If not, I'm going to cry. Okay, bye.
And I think we're back. I think it worked.
Are we back?
I think we're
Are we
back.
back?
Are we back?
Are we back? We're back.
Hey!
Sorry about that break. We need those things to recharge and do all the stuff. But here we are.
So, just let you know, it's company policy.
It's company policy. What? What?
What'd you say?
What was that?
I
like
don't even
union
know
break.
what the fuck is going on.
It
in
is.
This part of
It's
the
like a
show.
union break.
A union break.
A union break.
We will sue if we don't
What?
get a break.
All right. So when we went
It's in our
on break
contract.
last, we had Fisleen, Indexor, and Tuga were at the Triadic Monastery.
You mean Greg?
Greg.
Greg?
Oh yeah,
Brother
sorry,
Gunderson.
Brother Greg Gunderson, monk of the Triadic Monastery. You were talking to Abbot Arthur, having a conversation about possible misdealings with Cheka and other elements on the island, like possibly Mayor Togo. But we also had Kriya, Orlith, and Creech.
Yeah.
Creech on foot, Orlith and
Creech on
Kriya
foot.
in the air, traveling to Pactoris, another monastery, to do some investigating. You had a little momentary...
Oh, a little momentary? Yeah. I would say with that momentary, as soon as he like rattled into my brain, I feel like she would have like mildly fallen from the sky.
Mark of stress.
Would I have
Oh.
clocked that?
Yeah, you would
I'm
definitely...
gonna fly lower so that
aren't
if she
you, like-
falls, I can catch her.
Okay.
Aren't you on the gargoyle's back?
No, I have wings.
Yeah, she taught me how to fly a
Yeah.
couple episodes ago.
Where were you?
Factualities.
I'm kidding. Anyway.
I forgot that.
We can learn a lot from our children.
It is not long
Yes.
before the two of you are able to quickly circle down towards the front entrance of Pactoris, but you hold back knowing that Creech on foot will be a few more minutes. It's
Yeah.
not terribly long.
I'm the kind of hauling ass, though. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
And a few times you've looked up at the sky and you've seen the two of them circling up there. Before long, you're with them. So you have all
Nice.
gathered on the sort of front area, the steps that lead up to the front of the monastery.
Okay.
Well, who's knocking?
I'm a knock. What knocking apparatus do they have?
Knocking apparatus.
Or am I just to use my fists?
We'll say that there are two very large golden rings, one on
great
each door.
Oh
You know,
my god.
It's almost like I set you up for the slam.
Oh, it is a movie.
Yeah,
reference.
fucking land on
Set
that one.
and
Why,
spike.
thank you,
I was
Doctor.
just about to do that.
Would you like to knock one of the
Young
great
Frankenstein?
knockers on Pactoris
Yes.
Monastery?
I would love to.
And as you clock this thing against the very large metallic door, there is a hollow bell-like sound that radiates through the interior of the monastery. Moments later, the door opens up, and there are two Pactoris monks there that greet you, and they're like, good morning. How can we help you today?
Oh, good morning. I'm looking for a friend of ours who's staying here, Lady Darwich.
Oh, the Lady Darwich, yes. Yes, she has been staying here.
Have you seen her around?
Well, I don't really necessarily take inventory of the various guests that we have here. We have other duties, the two of us do at least. But I could send word that you request an audience.
Right. I mean, is there anybody who might know where to find? I mean, somebody else. I mean, I get it's not your job to take inventory, but maybe there's somebody who is.
Perhaps we should tell Abbot Shoal that you're here.
Is
I'd
he,
like that.
is he here?
Please.
That would be
Abbot Shoal?
fantastic.
Of course he's here.
Perfect.
Would you like to see him then?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Wonderful, come on in.
Thank you.
And so the three of you are invited into the sort of, he opens the doors and there's this grand foyer entrance, and it is
Grand.
fantastic. First of all, it is made of white and like sky blue marble that rises up to the ceiling. It is absolutely exquisite. It has 5-point barrel arched vaults in the ceiling that rise up, and at the very top where they all connect, there are these beautiful arrays of stained glass that actually create the roof. And so the light that filters in this space is just hypnotic.
I have a question because I forget. How much do you have to pay to live with that? Like to stay with them? Don't they charge you a fee?
Isn't it like 3/4 of your income?
It is a percentage of your income, depending on what you have brought to the island with you.
Got it.
Yes. But it's usually not 3/4. It's usually at most half.
Got it.
Now, when you enter this space and you're seeing all this incredible show of opulence, there are trickling fountains. There is the faintest hint of angelic vocal music radiating out from somewhere. And Dexter, did you have a question?
I just wanted to clarify my notes when we were recording the different monasteries. Mine say 75% tithe of your wealth.
My bad then.
Oh my god!
I will leave it on the original
dead
notes.
on.
Just
75% tithe.
And thank you.
Fair enough.
And thank
Who
you.
up tithing it?
Wait, 75 is 3/4?
Yeah. Wait. Okay. You silly guy.
wow.
Big money, baby.
So this place immediately, there's something interesting about the way religions work in terms of their art, architecture, music, and overall presence, if you will. They function on differing levels of attraction. There is, even for those that are resistant to the draw and pull of these types of things, occasionally you'll find yourself in a situation where you understand why somebody might be pulled into this, and this is utopian when you walk in this door. It is opulent. It is... If this was the way to the three gods, or I should say, if there was a way to the three gods, you could understand why some might find this very attractive. And so these two monks sort of, get you seated comfortably. And they're like, can we get you anything? Refreshment? We have wine, of course. It's a little early, but, it's all good here.
Kree's gonna raise her hand.
Excellent.
Do you have any grain?
Eddie, green?
Yeah, grain. Yeah, brewed beverage.
They're serving a minor.
No, I'm afraid we don't have that here, by the way. You would know that the beverages that are named by their color are very, let's just say they sort of align with certain types of party atmospheres.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Anything like a refreshing ale?
An ale. Yes, I can certainly provide you with that. And for you?
Oh, I don't have a stomach.
Oh, of course. Of course. My apologies.
Snatched, queen.
But if there's anything I could make you more comfortable with, please let me know. And with that, he kind of pulls on this golden cord, and there's no sound whatsoever. But several monks come scurrying in, and he's like, some wine for the child, and an ale for this one, and we're going to go fetch Abbot Shoal. We'll be back, but make sure you see to their comfort, please. They'll take very good care of you, and I'll be back shortly. And the two monks that let you in disappear. You're left alone in this space for a little while. You are brought your wine. The ale comes. The ale actually comes in a very large, beautifully adorned, what's the word I'm looking for? Enamel and pewtered pitcher.
Wow. That's cool.
Poured into a gorgeous mug and handed to you. The whole top of the mug is encrusted with jewels. They actually touch your lip as you hold it up to your mouth. It's really incredible.
Gaudy.
Kriya's gonna...
Absolutely, 100% gaudy.
Kriya's gonna, take the glass of wine, and she's gonna take, a pretty hefty sip and gag, because what the fuck did she just drink? What is this? And, choke it down. And as, one of those people are leaving, if they kind of, bring the drinks and, scurry off, I want to kind of pull one to the side and be like, do you have any, juice of an apple?
Just gonna say apple
Juice.
Do you mean apple juice?
You can tell that she's trying to be fancy when she's speaking.
Of course.
Depressed concentrate of an apple.
I'm gonna just like lean, like kind of kneel down in front of Kriya and just like kind of get on that level.
What was that? What is this?
Do you not know what wine is?
I don't know. I thought it was like fruit juice.
Some call it the juice of a grape.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting it to be the juice of it, but it tasted horrible.
Can you do me a favor?
Well,
What?
I think we're gonna go to the pit of.
Oh God, we're gonna find out if she's fucking.
Could you make
no.
a strength check
Oh, that's my best stat.
with disadvantage?
Oh.
Not a drunk child.
Because you are a child and you took a hefty gulp and you got it down. So I'm gonna let you roll.
Does it come back up?
Is
Does
strength
it
your
come back
best
up?
trait for real?
I did that on purpose.
I'm gonna wait. Can I like? Is there any way that I can like spend a hope to help you on this?
I kind of just want to see what this is going to be. I feel like it would be a
Okay.
natural consequence
Actualities.
if I am now
Truth.
topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I can't believe I let you do that.
What?
Didn't supervise
You
me.
crazy
Is it on?
right
Yes.
now.
Okay, so wait. Does Hope if your matter? Yeah.
Oh yeah, on this one it does.
So this one is the Hope die and blue is the fear die.
Can I lay some parameters down for
Yes.
this roll? Okay, so I'm gonna put a DC on this because you're a child.
14.
I was gonna go 16.
Okay.
You just
No,
took
I
a-
mean I'm 14.
I know, but I'm gonna make the DC 16. Okay. And 14 is a child. So just to be clear,
Legally.
Yes, I know.
we're not gonna call you a young woman.
No.
So anyway, 16 is the DC, and if you first of all, if you crit, okay, no consequences. You held it down. You're a trooper. If you succeed with hope, okay, there are going to be some consequences, minimal, but ultimately they'll be pleasant consequences. You will enjoy your intoxication. If you succeed with fear, okay, slight consequences, but not so pleasant. And of course, if you fail with hope, I'm going to inflict some pretty hefty consequences. Failure with fear will be worse than that. Don't worry, you're not going to die. Everyone thinks they're going to die.
Kriya
You
drops
go get your
dead.
stomach pumped.
16.
I need the charcoal pills.
You got the D6 in there too?
No.
Add it.
Thank you. And what does that
Blackout
get
from a
subtracted from
gulp.
my?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've never had to roll with disadvantage before.
She's gonna fucking crit.
Oh my god! It bounced in there. Oh my god.
It wasn't all in the
Wait,
same
but, like,
thing.
Oh my
Loki is
God.
cocked.
Let it
It's
be.
cocked.
It's cocked.
Oh, the
Hashtag.
cock.
Is
Hashtag
it
it's
cocked?
cocked.
It's
Look
the
at
hope
it.
die-
It's slanted.
The hope die is slanted.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't land all the way.
This is two people ruling that.
I'll take it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Let me just. I want to move those so I don't
Yep.
mess them up.
A child.
Oh my god! I did it again.
Stop throwing it out of the
That's
box.
fine.
That's fine though.
You're not going to see that on the camera.
We can't see it. Tell us what you got.
That is a 6
On
on the hope die,
You can
and
just
a,
move rather than moving the whole dish, can you just move the dice to the
Yep.
center?
Yep. 6 on the hope die, 11 on the fear die, and a 5 on my d6.
Well,
So it's
That's
12.
Plus
a
4.
12.
Plus 4.
Plus
Plus
4
So that's
is
16.
16.
With
You
fear.
meet it with fear. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Not bad. I'm going to say
Terrible.
you down this wine. And it's hard to keep down, but you do manage to do. You just met the DC. So there are a couple moments where you're kind of like, and I know you don't like it when I do that because it makes
Do
you,
need a bucket?
you're kind of like,
oh my god.
you have a couple of those.
That was great.
You
It
gotta
was,
take
it
it
was a
slow
little
in the
wet.
neck.
It was a little like
You have that
it
crackle.
burned a little
Ew.
bit.
Yeah, you get that little crackle in there.
You gotta take it slow in the neck. You didn't like it because you took too much at once.
And that was with fear. Okay, so here's the deal, right? You do manage to keep it down. You've succeeded, but you are going to have disadvantage on all rolls for the next 2 hours.
LOL.
That sucks.
Get
dude.
forked.
Get forked.
All rolls.
Drinking the wine.
What does
Okay.
this ale taste like? How is it?
The ale actually, like a lot of the times, the ales islands tend to be places that there is more distilled products necessarily. There's not. This is not a place where hops and the types of grains are grown, right? It's a better place to distill something, so they're rare. And when they come in, they tend to be short-lived and very good. And so this one has an amazing, medium body, nice reddish color to it, and you can tell immediately that the alcohol content in this is insanely high.
Oh God.
Yeah. Now, you tend to be
all gonna
much
get drunk?
larger
Right.
than Kriya, and you have a little bit more experience drinking. And
Right.
so you recognize these things immediately, and you know to take your time.
Yeah, I'm gonna sip, and my goal is not to finish it.
Okay.
Just sip, enjoy. I gotta stay awake and aware.
Got it. Got it.
I'm kind of near
Kriya's all
Kriya.
upside down.
And how about let's make a deal? Wait a couple years before venturing into this.
I asked for apple juice.
Good.
She's still like not doing great.
Once you finish your apple juice, we'll get you a water, and that'll also help a little bit.
Okay.
Just
a couple black coffees.
Just a few seconds later, as you're enjoying these drinks, or sort of enjoying them, one of the monks who disappeared a moment ago pokes his head back around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, forgive me. I forgot to get your names. Are you, by any chance, named Crowy?"
Kriya?
Right.
Crowy.
Kriya. And what was your name? I'm sorry.
Preach.
Creech. And you?
Orleth.
Orlith. Wonderful. I'll be back.
Oh.
Gone.
Okay.
So is there anything like mad cool?
Mad cool.
Well, this room does open up into
It
what
is, like,
appears to be a
massive.
huge sanctuary where
Yeah.
Ooh.
worship or sermons take place. So you're able to get up and walk around if you
Yeah.
want to.
Is there like a plaque? Always read the plaque.
Is there a plaque?
Yeah, a plaque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's a plaque.
I want to read it.
You want to read the plaque?
Read it. What does the plaque say?
Put me on
read
the
the plaque.
spot
Dude, I
today.
love it.
Give me the plaque.
Who up placking?
Who up reading they plaque?
All right. The plaque says, what does the plaque say?
That's an odd.
Yeah, why
Sentence
does the
for a
plaque say
plaque.
that?
The plaque says, what does the plaque say?
Jesus
Dude, I was thinking it too. And I was like, all right, keep
That was
on
bad.
going.
That was bad. Sorry, forgive me. The plaque actually does say in what appears to be the old tongues of Vesper, which, there are these older languages of Vesper that seemed to be some of the first languages that everything sort of expanded out upon. And this one, loosely translated as best you can, says, "The road to the gods is paved with the deeds that paid themselves in gold." The road to the gods is paved with the deeds that paid themselves in gold. Now that seems like a clunky translation, which is probably appropriate given that you don't know the language completely. But it's almost like a quote. A very privileged quote.
Interesting. So
And
like a
then-
picture of it?
There's no picture with the plaque. It seems to be sort of cast in bronze.
Interesting.
Yeah. And with that, you hear some footsteps coming. And Abbot Shoal and the two monks that let you in come around the corner. And the abbot says, like, "Greetings. Good to see you again. What can I do for you today? I just saw you. Did you miss me?"
Well, we wanted to.
I got to get into Abbot Shoal. Hold on a minute. That was totally wrong. He would have come around the corner in a much more sort of charismatic way because he's got a very big personality. My bad. Good to see you both again. And Kriya,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
what is it that brings you here today? You missed me.
I did.
Did you want to come stay at
I did.
Pactoris?
Well, I mean, not particularly. We actually had a few questions. You see, we were involved with the Lady Darwich, right? We
Excellent.
were actually,
Love Catherine. She's a wonderful tenant.
yeah. To our knowledge, she's gone missing, and this seems to be with a trend of a lot of, well, let's just say rich folk missing.
Missing.
Do
Well,
you, what do you know of the matter?
well, I can't really necessarily say that I know anything of this matter. It seems as if well, wait a minute. Catherine's staying here. What do you mean she's gone missing? He turns to one of the monks and he's like, check on the Lady Darwich. You know which room is hers. Have her come down for a chat.
Well, we were charged with protecting her recently, and well, we can't find her. We've heard. I'm sure you've met Blue.
Blue. Oh, yes, the tour guide.
Yeah,
The shark-like one.
He had a friend who was also wealthy and went missing. It seems like a pattern, a recent pattern. I figured you guys have a lot of wealthy people coming.
You mean Miss Nader?
through.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Blue had a bit of a trouble with that. He seemed to grow very paranoid about her whereabouts and her well-being. She was judged unworthy, and she allowed herself to go for more counseling, and the Cheka took her for that, and then she went home.
Correct, and now it seems that the Thane,
Bennett von Seal.
Bennett von Seal,
Ah, yes, Mr. Von Seal.
also
Too
went
bad
missing.
about his judgment. I thought for sure.
I know, but he seemed to go missing after his judgment, after he was whisked away by Cheka.
Well,
So
wait.
I keep hearing rich people going missing in the Cheka.
Well, forgive me. I appreciate your concern. I have to interject, though. If they go missing, but you know who took them, you say they go missing, but they were taken by the Cheka. Seems to me they're with the Cheka. Why are they missing?
Well,
The Cheka are killing people.
I was about to say, yeah. They go for a sort of a
It's a
shooting.
very serious accusation.
It's
young
not an
lady.
accusation. It's
We
fact.
were in their dungeons. So let me put it this way. Thank you for cutting to the chase, Kriya.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
braver than I.
Yeah.
So
Anytime.
we were charged with the protection of Catherine Darwich. We were taken by the Cheka, separated from them, thrown in the dungeon. We met people like this very wealthy man, Harper, who had been imprisoned with his wealth. And this was a very common theme that we had seen: people imprisoned with their wealth, like Bennett von Seal, who Blue, looking through the eyes of a Cheka monk, saw thrown into a cell with his wealth.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed by all this information.
Correct.
Blue,
Blue
the tour guide.
has the ability to look through people's eyes from a
Fascinating.
distance and saw them throwing Bennett von Seal into a cell with all of his own wealth.
Well,
Now,
go on.
we were in this dungeon as well, so we can confirm this. And what we also found out, that they use the gold to encase their feet in gold blocks. They throw them off of a pier, and they sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh my God! What a wonderful story! I love it.
Do I look like I'm lying to you?
No, but it's fascinating. I can't. First of all, madam, to make the outward, undeniable statement that the Cheka, a monastery on the island of Eddington,
They're killing people.
are killing people,
Yeah.
that is quite severe.
Yeah.
And might I just remind you, as an elder on this island, that you should probably hold your tongue where that's regarded.
They're killing people.
I heard you. I heard you twice. I'm going to tell you again that that accusation could land you in a bit of hot water.
Let's take a walk. Can we take a walk?
Not right this minute.
Why not? You scared of me?
Not
All
in
right,
the
let's-
slightest. One moment, please. And he reaches over to the other monk that's with him and whispers something in his ear, and that monk scurries off out the front door. First of all, you have the mark of Dota on your neck?
Which was our next question.
I would have suggested you started with that question first.
Well, you see, after being thrown in a dungeon and, well, disappeared ourselves, you could see where our attention would go first.
Okay.
Our lives have been threatened.
Again with the dungeon.
The very real dungeon.
Can you prove this? Do you have evidence that you've been in a dungeon? Evidence of this, these people with gold on their feet being, drowned, you said?
Correct.
Can you show me proof?
Who's got some of Harper's gold?
Me.
It's true.
May I have a coin?
Yes.
This. Ting. I'll flick it to him. Was given to us as evidence.
This is a gold coin.
We have a couple bedrolls from the dungeon back at where we're staying.
Bedrolls.
And we do have a person.
A person?
Yep.
Okay, I see 3 of you.
Yeah.
And a coin. Gold coin. I'm supposed to tarnish the reputation of a high monastery regarded by the gods to be one of the institutions that they trust to not allow evil to pass through this island and get them.
And yet there is evil on the island.
Which is the way we deal with it. Isn't that right? We judge them, and if they're judged unworthy, they go home. And that is the way it works here.
Why don't we ask for a tour?
I'm sorry?
Why don't we ask them for a tour?
Ask who? The Cheka?
Cheka, yeah.
I've been there myself. What is it we're looking for in this
Have
tour?
you been downstairs?
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Most most monasteries have their catacombs.
Have you been there?
It's a
yes or no question.
No, I haven't been there.
So
They're sacred spaces.
Right. So you can't prove that there isn't people being held down there.
I have been raised on this island, and you, my friend, have spent a very short amount of time here, as all of you have. And frankly, coming from you,
all I want to say is a sacred space shouldn't have people screaming as they get burned and fried from molten metal.
once again,
Well,
these are accusations that you have no proof of. You are wearing.
Go to the bottom of the ocean at the Cheka Pier.
Oh, let me get right on that. Let me
First
just put
things
all of my
first.
clients on hold so that I can go for a swim, so I can entertain the accusations of a small child who wears the mark of what is essentially the underworld on her neck. What kind of lunacy is this?
Then do us at least one kindness and explain why the mark on my daughter's neck has you up in a tit.
damn.
Well, number one, that's a very good question, and I do appreciate that question. Let's try to bring this back down to something a little bit more friendly, shall we?
Yes, please.
Number one, it has me in a tit, to use your word.
LOL.
Because number one, there has been considerable rumor since the day your party arrived here through that portal that something might be amiss. We have never seen anything like that in all of our time on Eddington before. 2, the mark of Dota, which to my recollection, and I've encountered you a number of times on this island in the 5 months you've been here, I have not seen that before on you. Spotted it yesterday. Interesting how that works. You're just about to depart this island, and all of a sudden you're wearing that? Can you tell me where that came from?
I apologize. You said people are suspicious that something might be amiss, but you neglect to believe that something might be wrong on this island when we tell you something's wrong.
Well, forgive me. Institutionally speaking, and the amount of time I've spent here and had experience growing up in this place and know it to be a trustworthy and holy place.
Listen, think about this. Can you think of people who've stayed here, been rejected, and disappeared, never saw them again because the Cheka took them away? We can think of at least 3 people, right?
To my knowledge, they've gone home on ships.
And
To
what
your
proof
knowledge,
do you
but-
have of that?
Now with that,
You didn't see it.
with that, I'm going to spend a fear.
Uh-huh.
And the monk that he sent off to find Catherine Darwich comes back. And he kind of is standing there for a moment. And Abbot Scholl turns and looks at him and says, well, please tell me something's going to interrupt this lunacy. And the monk kind of grabs a hold of his robe and pulls him down. And you hear him whisper, he's like, she's not in her room. Okay.
Correct.
So the Lady Darwich isn't here.
Correct.
Still doesn't prove that all your accusations are on board.
You know what? Maybe we're not going to convince you today. And that's all right. I don't need you to believe me today. But if you're really curious, and you really want to know if we're telling the truth or not, why don't you go station some monks out by the pier, right by their monastery, for a few nights. And see what happens. See if anybody's marched off the pier.
If I may. It is evident that conversation about the Cheka will go nowhere and will only infuriate each and every person in this room further, which is not productive at all.
That's correct.
So, my question for you is this. What omen is tied to the mark of Doter? There is such talk about that thing being a factor to influence the trustworthiness of my child. I do not understand what it is.
I shall tell you.
Please do.
Doter, the moon of Vesper, one of three, has on its surface a crag that happened as a result of great battle that waged for years between a man who was born of Vesper with immortality named Raquig.
Yes.
And Raquig, through his own dealings in dark magic, attempted to avenge his... what is the word? The gods saw his immortality as a threat.
Yes.
He was born of Kularis. No demigod had ever had immortality before. The other gods deemed that problematic, and so they took it from him in exchange for 10 lifetimes. This was not satisfactory to Raquig, and so he decided to try and murder the gods. And he was very, very powerful.
Yes.
And when that war raged on, the energies that were released in all of his magical dealings in attempting to murder the gods cracked open the very surface of Doter. I'm receiving rumors right now that there's a similar crack forming on Vesper to the north of Afari that I've actually heard of.
That's true.
Well, at least we agree on something. The point is this. Doter has always been associated with Kularis and what Raquig was robbed of. And if that mark appears on, in this case, Kriya's neck, especially after Kriya was delivered here through a portal, where was it that you came from when you left that portal? Where were you? Do you remember?
Oh, yes.
And where was that?
Hathros.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
And this is not news to me. You've all been interrogated, and we know that.
Yeah.
So let's put that math together, shall we?
Yes. The math is there. But in all your questions, in all your interrogations, did you ever think to ask whether or not we were willingly sent through that portal? And did you ever think to ask why we were in Hathros in the first place? May I tell you what I want with Raquig?
I'm all ears.
I want my axe splitting his skull.
And a noble gesture that is. And I
Yes.
believe you. I believe you. But I will say this, for now. your daughter has, at minimum, an enormous perception problem. Not in her perception, but in the perception of everyone on this island of her. And I would say, safely, I presume, number one, have you ever asked yourself why the portal that let you leave Hathras led you here? Number one. Number two, do you think anyone on this island is going to allow your daughter to make accusations of the divinity of the people on this island, given all the math we have just done together?
They should.
You know what? I don't think you've done enough. Because, I mean, listen, this is not the only island where you can get passage to Lichais, right?
Correct?
So, yeah, correct? Why this island? Maybe we could assume that he wants to gain access to Lichais through her. Maybe that's true. So why this place? Wouldn't you, if you were a super evil god of Hathros, wouldn't you choose an already corrupted island instead of the most holy place imaginable? Wouldn't you pick a piece of the fence with a hole already punched through it?
Make a presence check for me.
Nice.
Pretty good argument.
I like that.
Can
argument.
Can I spend hope to help you?
Wait, I'll give you a
somehow?
prayer dice. I'll do that.
You'll give me prayer dice?
Yeah.
You want to do it in the pit?
A presence roll?
Yeah, presence
Okay,
roll in
cool.
the pit.
Is there? Forgive me if I'm wrong, but is there a way to spend a hope to give a help?
Yes, of
Like
course.
to give advantage?
Yeah.
I think Orlith's wings kind of like flare up a little bit behind Creech, as the intents are made known in this intensifying gesture, and as the conversation heats up, the intimidation factor is definitely present.
I'm also going to use an experience to use like holding hot coal. And because Creech's anger is felt boiling up inside him, and he's had all this time to learn how to deal with it and hold back his anger instead of lashing out. But that act of like, you know, putting a lid on a kettle and it starts to like out, you know, it seethes out through his mouth into his words, that anger.
You want to use my D6 advantage die?
D6 advantage.
And
I will
then
use it.
You get an automatic 4 on top.
Bet.
Oh.
Oops.
Out of the box.
It's bouncy tonight.
Yeah, the pit's very bouncy.
Ooh.
So that is
Automatic.
that is a 17 plus, so 23
Plus 4.
27, 29 with fear.
29 with fear. Back to full fear. I haven't been spending it fast enough. Maybe I need to change that. You see Abbot Shoal sort of shift his posture a little bit. He glances over at the monk that just told him that Catherine Darwich is not in the building. He looks at Kriya. All right, then. You, for all my opulence and all of my protectionism, what the hell?
What?
We just got a huge tip
Oh my god.
from Automatic.
OMG.
They joined the Discord.
Nice.
I saw them pop into the Discord.
Thank you.
Many, many thanks.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. That is glorious. And now I have to finish giving Creech. So, I will tell you what. Given your persuasiveness, and the fact that I can see a little bit of logic in what you've presented, even though I don't like it, and I tend to protect those that are my own, I can secure 4 monks for you. 4, to do as you asked. Put them out by the pier. However, this is still Pactoris. If you want me to do this, if you want to convince me of such a thing, you'll pay me for their time. 100 gold pieces I'm not sending them out there in the dark. The Bante Mare scouts will be all over them. So we'll need to protect them. 100 gold pieces, and I will set them out there for one night. And if nothing comes of this, I don't want to hear talk of this again.
Right, and if it's determined that we're telling the truth, what will we get from that? From your belief?
Well, if this fascinating story you tell about prisoners being clad in gold and dumped into the sea has any merit, if they report anything back to me, you have my word. I will get the authorities of the island involved, and I will see if an investigation can be opened up.
Now, how much gold do we have on us?
I gave you totals in the last session.
We got 180 from inside the room.
I have
you
a
got
list. Hold on, I have a
364.
list. 180 plus 364 plus 1067 was all of the gold that we got from her.
Okay, cool. What if we gave him 200 to make it two nights? Better chances.
Sure, and I'll contribute. And Orlith kind of pulls her head back a little bit and runs a thumb claw along a crack that goes along her jawline. The rose gold kind of heats up almost, and she just yanks, scoops a little chunk of the rose gold out from her body, and as it's kind of molten between her fingers, just almost like blowing glass, kind of blows it into this little pearl of rose gold metallic something.
Abitchul reaches out, takes this little nugget from you, and just has the most intense stare at this thing that you just did.
That's new. Priceless.
Yes.
What'll that get?
That's fascinating. I'll give you 200 gold for it.
Can that buy 2 nights?
With 200, you can.
Consider it done.
We should talk about this ability of yours. I like it very much. If you'd be considering staying on the island possibly for longer, I could possibly hire you into my guard. If you would be so considerate.
I don't care about
Name your knights, Creech.
Why not? Do you know how often they do this? I mean, you saw the stuff in the ground.
Last night, they put someone in gold. Tonight and tomorrow night.
Agreed.
Would I know how often I've heard that sound? Just for later.
Yeah, for later, sure. You had spent enough time in that jail to hear the frequency of this sort of thing.
But you know that they put someone in gold, right?
Yeah, they put a woman in gold very, very recently.
So then it should be...
The person that's already at the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, yeah.
So, alright. How about this?
Oh, wait.
We plan for tonight and tomorrow. Alright? Tonight, without a doubt. I'm going to speak with one of my new colleagues who had been down there for a while, and if they can provide any sort of pattern that they know, I'll come back immediately and tell you if there's a better date in mind. But if you don't hear from me, plan for tonight and tomorrow.
Fair enough. We'll look into it. In the meantime, and with that, I'm going to spend a fear. Kriya, you feel this mark all of a sudden on the back of your neck heat up again. It's just it's almost as if it's kind of like a searing pain, not like a brand, not as searing and stinky as a brand, but like feverish, like infection level fever.
Okay.
It heats up on, and you kind of instinctively put your hand up to it. You feel that kind of there's a wooziness to the feeling. Your head feels like there's a wet blanket on it for a moment. It's kind of like a weight. And you reach up and grab a hold of it. And now I'm going to shift the camera over to the other group that's still at Triadic Monastery. Because you're inside the door speaking with Abbot Arthur. And hurriedly, you see a group of monks coming in, as you have. As you're standing there having this conversation, the monks keep coming. You are still with Brother Finch.
Yeah.
Two things happen, right? You're standing there, and Brother Finch and you are sort of reworking this small tool. And he very, sort of frailly holds it up again and looks and gasps. And he's like, Gunderson.
Yes, Finch.
Look through the tool.
Yes, Finch.
And you've already now, in the few minutes you've been doing this, you've seen through. And it's actually now grown another chunk outside the circumference of the wire. He's like, oh, daughter's gotten even closer.
Oh, it looks like it's on its way here, huh?
You should tell Arthur this. This is most important.
Gonna sort of signal over to you guys and kind of...
And Arthur kind of spots Gunderson and looks out the door and sees old Finch holding it up, and his hand is trembling in the sky. And so as Abbot Arthur Chesters, he's like, we should probably go see what's going on. This other monk comes running up to the door, and he's like, excuse me, Abbot Arthur, you must come at once to Pactoris. I've received news that there, one of the party members of the group that came from the portal, the young girl, apparently she wears the mark of Dota on her neck. And Abbot Scholl needs you to come and investigate immediately.
You've actually misheard. They're at the Cheka Monastery. You have to go that way.
Oh my god!
I would like to spend a hope. I have a question.
Lee's itching to lie.
I want to lie. I also want to...
My god.
Can I stack experience and abilities? Or no?
Yeah.
Stack experience? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use them to just boost your ability score.
Okay, so I would like to use my ability Deaf Deceiver to
Let's fucking
spend
go.
a hope to gain advantage on this roll that I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make in a minute here. Am I correct in assuming that?
I can see where
Yeah,
the
this
turtle
is
was
gonna be a
locked up.
roll. And should I just, as a friendly GM.
Okay.
I love this.
Can I just,
I just want to lie.
I know. And I want you to lie.
Yeah.
I want you to play this character.
We have just told them.
The monk that's here
true.
came directly from
That's so
Pactoris.
real. And you're so real for that. And I'm dumb.
You're not dumb at all. You're not dumb at all. I just think that you're basically going to have to gaslight the shit out of this monk to basically say, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, on a crit, you might be able to pull that off. But I might suggest, I'll let you do what you want. I'll let you do what you want. But I'm going to tell you right now that DC is going to be astronomical.
high.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a bitch now if I pull back. You know what I mean?
Your call. Your call. I'll let you pull back, and I won't judge you.
I'll judge me is the thing.
Okay.
Is there a different lie?
The kid has a rash. It's fine. I looked at it last
Okay.
night. It's just a rash. Does that lower the DC at all?
That certainly would lower the DC. I
You
don't
have
know.
shingles. You have shingles. It's just shingles. It's fine.
It only happens to look like a moon.
I know shingles anywhere,
Oh yeah.
and that's shingles.
That's weird. That is really weird.
What's that?
Nothing.
I don't know. A thought came to me. It's so fucking weird how people keep saying that she wears the mark. Like, wears as if it's something that she chose.
Or can
Like-
take on.
Or can take on and off. Like, it's just
Right.
fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I couldn't shake that.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
that's a great point.
I do choose my words carefully.
I know you do. Hello.
Coca-Cola. Hello.
Tuga.
Hello.
It's a rash. That's what I'm doing.
You're going with it's a rash. All right, I'll tell you what. You can make a presence roll for
Okay.
me. I'll let you stack any experiences you want.
Okay, I can't really stack my experience on top of that, but I will spend my hope to use Death Deceiver for advantage. On this roll,
You don't have an experience that works with lying?
I have Men of the Cloth, which means
Oh, yeah.
that I've been faking being a monk. I don't know if that really
Yeah.
works.
think that
I think that kind of works.
You're in the guise of a monk. So.
All right, sure, we'll use that.
That gives you credibility.
All right, great. So that's a
Factualities.
+2 and then advantage. And just okay, I've got to roll again.
Nope, the advantage is a 6, a d6.
Okay, so it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not.
Different from D&D advantage. Yes.
Gotcha. Let me look.
No, I would have loved if it was
Do you need a
3d12.
No, I got one. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll take the highest two.
Yeah.
All right, so I rolled with 8. 15 with hope.
A 15 with hope.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh
use
no,
your experience too?
17 with hope.
A 17 with hope.
Yeah. plus
Okay,
my
that
experience.
actually helps you make it.
Okay.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
So here's what I want you to do here.
Okay.
Okay, since you're the liar,
Yeah.
right? And you're trying to pull this off. I will tell you that you've succeeded, and I will tell you that since the outcome had hope, that the tonality of whatever you decide to narrate right now can be in that direction. Okay? So even though I'm controlling the NPC of the monk that came from Pactoris that is trying to get Abbot Arthur to come at once, you interject and you somehow convince them go.
I've had shingles so many times. I have seen this infection I have seen it on Galapa, I have seen it on humans, I have seen it on just about every race you can imagine. I'm telling you, this is a shingles rash.
always thought shingles was an older person.
No, that's where you're wrong. It could be on anyone at any time for any reason. It's very common here.
On the island?
Everywhere on the planet. More people, I tell you, 1 in 4 people right now that you know have shingles. I'm telling you that.
Statistically speaking.
Statistically speaking,
How odd.
perhaps you should do more research into shingles.
Brother Gunderson, I believe I have much more important things to do than research shingles.
You misunderstand the importance of shingles, my friend.
Abbot Arthur looks at this monk that came from Pactoris and turns and says, do me a favor. I have a situation here with this group. Let Abbot Shoal know that I will come when I get a chance. But right now, it appears it's just a rash and I'll deal with him. Right. I'll deal with him later. And the monk looks thoroughly confused and just is like, at once, and scurries off. Nicely done.
That's fucking incredible.
Fucking A.
That's an amazing
Finally,
monologue.
that's a lot.
Seeing all that while Abbott is dealing with this whole shingles outbreak, Thisleen looks over and leans towards Indexer and says, I don't necessarily like the fact that Pactoris had a direct line of communication with Abbott. It's a little bit odd, don't you think?
He seems important.
I don't know who we can trust anymore. We might have blown too much too fast with them.
Maybe.
That's right, we did too.
We don't know. Has he been drawn off to this whole like moon?
Yeah,
thing
so
now?
Abbot Arthur is now standing with Brother Gunderson and Brother Finch, who are showing him this tool. And he turns and looks at the two of you in the door, and he's like, Thisleen and Dexor, come investigate this with me. I'm curious about what this means. And so you
Sure. We approach.
You walk down and he shows you that now Dodor is in fact larger than in the last situation.
Yeah, that's it does seem to be larger in this. Isn't there something to be understood about the way that planets and moons move? I mean, couldn't that be an explanation for why this suddenly seems larger? Maybe as it sets, the atmosphere around Vesper is magnifying it to make it look larger in the measurement device that you have.
He's taking a few notes as you're suggesting this. That's a good hypothesis, although I have to say, the Triadics have studied the moons for centuries. It's part of our connection to understanding the various ways in which the universe was formed and, how Ducelis and Esmera and Cularis work together. We are the Triadics, for that matter, right? And there are 3 moons, and so we keep a close eye on them. And what we found over centuries of, watching and recording is that the orbit of these moons is constant and predictable, in that there are times when the moons line up in certain ways to create, say, tidal pools. Sometimes there's even a myth that it can melt certain metals when they line up in certain ways. All kinds of ways in which their constant regularity, timing, and predictability is a constant. That right there that Finch is observing goes against that. And frankly, if it were up to me, I would much rather it was getting smaller than getting larger, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps it's related to shingles.
Yeah, shingles.
Brother Gunderson, I think you need to spend a little more time in the prayer groups. You seem to be going astray.
Oh
I'll go do 3 Hail Marys, or the equivalent of this,
Who the hell is Mary?
Why would you hail her?
What is hell?
You're gonna hell who?
Indexor. You have vast knowledge of these things. Does this mean anything to you? Have you ever heard anything like this before?
Can I try to recall any information I might have of
I would
moon?
say that in all of your historical data that you've collected, especially around the moons, there are lots of stories of Dodor's connection directly to Raquig's power source. Like, there is something about the way when Raquig early on learned how to use cathexis magic, that the transformation of the emotional charge that's put into a thing when it's obliterated, it does create a momentary shift in like the immediate gravitational field around the thing that's being destroyed, right? You know this. But Raquig violated all of the laws of all of the gods, especially where cathexis was concerned, and found out how to utilize living beings for this act. Such that it's one of the myths of Calogenia's death is that Raquig did him in through trying to seduce and then rip out that emotional energy. And that was supposed to be the event that caused the crag in Dodor in the first place. So there is something about the way Raquig toys with the emotions of people that have a lot of emotions in order to extract the energy from that. And that could change planetary bodies. Like, now you're hypothesizing. I just gave you a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Won't catch me complaining.
Processing.
I like lore.
Your little rainbow wheel is spinning.
Yeah, shit.
Should we tell him about the gash?
Are you a modem?
I mean, fuck,
That's the fax machine.
we've dumped it all out. Cat's out on the table.
Yeah.
Right?
That's out on the table.
I mean, I don't think they're stranger to where we came from.
Well, they were very interested in the portal that we came through and dealings
Right.
with Atheros.
I mean, it is strange that all of a sudden it seems to be getting closer. Did we overhear that monk that ran over? Because we were kind of in the door, or you were saying?
Yeah, 100%. You were standing right there.
So we heard
Yeah.
them talking about Korea.
Yeah.
And the shingles fucking incident. I don't know, Thisleen. I mean, I'll just relay any of the information just about the moon with what you were, explaining, and the emotion and Requig and whatnot. And yeah, I guess we can reference the
same gash is happening on Vesper.
What?
Well, didn't they just say it was rumored, or was that was them?
That was them.
That was them. Okay, never mind.
What do you mean?
The whole reason that our party came together was we all felt drawn to the north. We investigated something that was going on that was wrong. There was a large gash that was opening up, consuming entire towns, falling into the space. We went down to investigate what it was happening, to see where it was going, and we witnessed what was causing it. We witnessed that it was fairly certainly the same thing that had caused the crag that is on Doder.
This is where you somehow were brought here.
Well, yes, through our travels and investigations and dealings with some really unsavory characters underneath.
So let me get this straight. A crack was opening. Where was this exactly? Why have I not heard of this?
Well, I guess your network in Vesper isn't as far-reaching as you'd like it to be. It was north, it was cold. Afari.
On Afari?
North of Afari.
So you went into this gash. Am I to believe that?
Absolutely.
And you said you witnessed what was causing it. What was causing it?
Kerfaxis.
Performed by whom? In order to rip a crack in a planetary body, that is not... You're not going to tell me that it was Requig that was doing this.
Oh, there it is.
Agents of Requig?
And now you're here.
Well, we certainly weren't in league with them.
I'm not suggesting you were. I'm just trying to put the pieces together because I just described to you how centuries of planetary body studies shown us nothing changes. And what's happened? We find that there are shady dealings taking place on Eddington. We have seen much change here. You all show up through a mysterious portal that opens up from Hathras. Not coincidence now, I see it. And Doder, bearing the symbol of the very crag itself, is moving towards this planet. And I just shooed away a monk that came looking for my help because a member of your party supposedly bears that mark. These things are not coincidental. I am worried for you. And you still have my trust. I don't believe that this was your doing. But I do worry that maybe you're in over your heads. Forgive me. I'm going to need to meet the council immediately over this and discuss this.
Oh, wow.
The entire council, which is comprised of all of the monasteries?
Yes, of course. I know that you have told me what you've told me, and I've heard you. I understand.
We have no reason to lie about any of this.
I don't believe you do. I believe that you're telling the truth. And I'm a good judge of character. And I've had my suspicions about the Cheka in the past. But right now, if there's going to be a council hearing, the Cheka are involved. Not all of them. There are good in and amongst that monastery as well. They might be a little bit stern, and they might be very set in their ways, but the one I'm most worried about are the way of the three. They'll debate this until their death. They can't stop trying on every possible angle. They'll be the real holdup. They're like their own bureaucracy here on the island. But I must move quickly.
Bureaucracy.
Well, it's an impenetrable maze of deliberation and outcomes. And as soon as you think you have something, three others will stand up and say, well, what about this possibility? It's almost impossible for them to make a decision. They're so caught up in the debate. This is not the time for this argument. I really need to move on this quickly. If Dota gets any closer, I'm not even sure the other moons will be able to stay in their proper orbit. Do me this favor. Return to Pactoris if the rest of your party is there. Rejoin them. I have to figure out what to do with Lady Catherine Darwich, and it might be wise, knowing what you know and suggesting what you've suggested, you go with her. Brother Gunderson. I'd like to see you inside with Brother Finch. I'll have to call a meeting of the council. I'll need your assistance. Good day to you, Thesleen. Indexor, good to see you.
God.
I will be in touch. I will send a courier if I can't find you.
I wanted to lie.
Oh, this is gonna be so great.
As Abbott turns to address Brother Gunderson, this leans like, change back. Do you have blues? Blues.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, so the two of you take your leave.
Fucking A.
All right.
I guess.
Well, three of us. Kay's been
Okay.
twiddling her
Kay's
thumbs
Kay's there just kind of
entire
like,
time.
the whole time.
yeah. Kay actually is kind of nodded off.
Okay,
Up
yeah.
on your shoulders
Don't
like
doubt.
asleep. Camera's going to shift back to Pactoris where the three of you are.
I love how they got like a civil abbot and we got the abbot with the attitude problem.
Facts.
You guys also went in fucking.
We
Yeah, you did go in kind of hot.
Telling you!
Guns
You went in
blazing,
kind of
man.
hot.
I have a question for you, Abbot Shoal.
Yes.
The language that's been used to describe the mark. Bear, wear. You almost make it sound like it is a choice to do so. When it's known that in Kriya's case, it appeared on her. With no explanation.
I don't like to be the one to tell you this, Orlith, because this is your child, and at 14, it's 14, right? I do understand that at 14 it is extremely hard for one of 14, much less 23, to take responsibility for themselves. But you should know, especially given the presence of everyone on this island and what we represent, that we have free will and we make choices about what we let in and what we don't. And so while to you it might seem as if she's an unwilling victim of this. I can assure you, she did something to let this in.
So are you suggesting that it is only possible to have this mark of your own volition?
Indirectly. It is nearly impossible for one who follows the path to be infiltrated, if you will, by the Dark One.
Really?
Well,
It's so... Is that not what he does?
He's
Infiltrate?
persuasive. He's
And-
persuasive.
wait a minute.
So if I may, you are willing to agree that such manipulation is possible?
I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure I follow. That such manipulation is possible should the bearer of the mark have once done something to allow that Dark One to gain entrance? Is that what you're asking?
Listen, this sounds like a lot of weighted judgment. I don't think you understand what she and the rest of them that were in Hathros had to do to protect the lives of people like you. What have you done except sit in this monastery all day for every day
Okay.
of your life? And she's down there actually defending it. You get down and dirty.
Dirty.
Down
with the
and
devil.
dirty.
Dirty.
Down and dirty. You
God
get down
damn it.
and dirty with the devil. You're gonna come back
With the fiddle.
having paid a price.
Well, I would say that I understand your anger. You've been through a lot, and I don't want to sound like I'm passing judgment on your daughter. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not empathetic towards the situation that you find yourself in. And I would say that it's quite a dangerous one. And it might be wise of you, rather than to fight me on the tidbits of details about how that mark got there, it might be in your interest to work on possibly seeing if that mark can be removed.
Well, yeah.
Can it?
No shit.
I have no experience with this whatsoever. And frankly, the Pactoris Monastery is one that's a little bit more walking the path of those who don't have these experiences. Now, unfortunately, the ones who might have experience in dealing with this are the very ones that you came in here demonizing.
Cool. I'm drinking my apple juice.
Because
now.
if I had not heard that, I would say, given your situation with your mark, the first ones I would have recommended you to would have been the Cheka Monastery. They've dealt with this sort of thing before.
Interesting. So to say that they might have let something in, you know.
I've only heard of them dealing with it for good.
Do you have accounts? Records?
Of when these things have happened,
Yes.
no, honestly, listen,
Where's your proof?
that part I can shake my head at and take a deep sigh because, those that govern the island, Shalogo and his council and board, are very worried about the island's image. And so when we've had to deal with things like that, it's often not recorded.
Interesting.
So I will be reported.
Very well.
Well, guess that concludes it tonight and tomorrow. Right?
I'll put the bunks out for you. I'll keep watch.
Thank you for your hospitality and for your patience.
Of course. And if I can be of further assistance, I will. I will say this. You should have that looked at. These things don't go well. Good day. And as you're sort of being led to the doors fly open and this monk that he sent off kind of comes trudging in, like, shaking his head. And as you're leaving the building, you hear Shoal say to this monk, "Where's Arthur? Did you bring him?" And then the monk is just like, turns and looks at the backs of the three of you walking out the door and looks at your neck and says,
My hair's down.
Your hair's down?
It's been down. I took
down?
my hair down as soon as they
Looks
told
at
me.
the three of you and just says, "Did you know it's shingles? Let's fucking go!" And Shoal looks at him and he's like,
We're gone. We're out. We are out. We are so gone.
Let's go.
Shingles wins again.
That was
Can we get
gold.
that on a shirt?
That was gold.
Can we get shingles shirts?
Oh no.
Right,
Did
so
you know 1 in 4 people you know right now has shingles?
you may not be able to see it, but it's there.
But it's there.
I need this to be an ongoing bit so bad.
All right, so we had Thisleen, Kay, and Indexor leave the Triadic Monastery.
Correct.
We had
Including
Orlith, Kriya, and Creech leave Pactoris.
Correct.
Gunderson?
Yeah.
Or should I say Tuga? What are you doing?
Okay. So I am following where I am being led.
Oh god.
I would like to fall behind slightly, if I can. And I would like to, if there is like a corner we're turning, or if there's some moment where I'm out of sight for a second, I would like to take a second where I am out of sight to cast invisibility on myself.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
So I will do that.
Okay.
Which will be a spellcast roll.
Okay.
My DC is 10. I add 4 to this. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Come on, Daddy
Six or
needs
higher
a
on the
little
die.
pair of shoes. And I do it. I do it. That is an 11, 15 with hope.
Nice.
So I'm going to mark a stress.
Nice.
I do
Mark your
that.
hope also.
And I'm going to... So I add a hope?
Yes.
You're.
So in that case, once I have gone invisible, I'm just gonna sort of shimmy back and just sort of like make my way to the door and wait until someone opens the door and just kind of slip out behind someone if I can.
I'm curious, what does
Yeah.
it look like when you cast invisibility?
So it's kind of like it's like sort of like I kind of like almost pixelate from the top and sort of disappear bit by bit by bit. And I kind of sneeze a little bit as it's happening because sometimes my magic makes me ill. Because I'm quite old. I kind of cough and sort of fizzle away from the top, sort of disintegrating into like scintillating sparks. And the 9.2.
And as that's happening, like just as that begins to happen and you're moving towards invisibility, you hear the voice of Abbot Arthur kind of like turn over his shoulder as you're scurrying down the hall, and he's like, "Gunderson, keep up. Where are you?" And you sort of evaporate.
Yeah.
Now, what if instead it was just like you poked your head into your shell and you went off like, I
And then
can't
the-
see you, you can't see me.
Well, I'm a man at this point. I'm still a human man. But yeah, I'm gone. I'm out of there.
I always liked the mechanic of when you wanted to take a hide action in Dungeons and Dragons and the DM would roll your stealth on that or your hide because you don't know how well you're
You don't
hidden.
know how well you did.
And in the case of Tuga, right, it would be funny if you just kind of like sucked your head into the
I
shell,
have no idea what's happening.
which is basically
No
I
one
would be
can
rolling
see
like a 1.
Yeah.
That's a big rock.
That's one
Exactly.
cool rock. I think I'm gonna take it home. It kind of smells bad.
Yeah. All right, so what happens? You turn invisible.
Yeah.
And then you're going to sort of back your way out of the monastery.
Yeah, I would just like to make my way and see if I can't catch up with these two as
Okay.
best I can. I'm not super fast, but I will try my best to catch up to sort of like
Well, they're sort of sauntering along, apparently, and so it wouldn't be long before
Okay.
you caught up to them.
You smell me before you hear me. And you hear me before you see me.
Do you smell turtle soup?
Turtle soup.
I don't know why.
I pop back
don't-
into
Oh.
invisibility. And I'm
You
like,
know, I don't smell.
Right.
I'm no longer a human man. I'm back to my turtle self.
Glad to see you got out of there. All right.
Is it fairly easy, to be honest with you? The moon is like hurtling towards the planet at the moment. It would seem.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys know what that means? Or
Not entirely.
okay. Does it have to do with Brigiggle?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought so.
yeah. He might have shingles too.
I thought so.
Shingles. I mean,
It's a very common infection.
oh, okay.
1 in 4.
What info?
I'll have to do my research on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite curious that someone ran to the abbot about our friend.
Yeah.
Did we see the mark on her before we left this morning?
We were there when
My
he
hair's
showed up
been
and
down
talked about
since
it.
they
Yeah.
told
We
me.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, we were in the room when
Like,
We
you
were
guys
all
saw
there.
it when it got pointed
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
but my hair's been down since.
Wait, when it got pointed out when?
At Blues.
The abbot showed up at Blues
Oh,
was like, oh,
that's
no, no, no.
right.
Oh, factuality.
and was like, "Hey, guess what? You're fine."
That's right.
I guess we should make our
It's-
way towards
it's really-
Pactoris, knowing that they're there.
It's really interesting because, like, I can't fucking make sense of Abbot Shoal. Because when he came to Blues, he was all like,
I'm gonna help you.
he was all like,
I'm
well, I'll go and talk
concerned."
to the higher ups at my order, and we'll see what we can do. And then we launch into this intense debate
And he's like,
over
"Go fuck yourself."
over the validity of our arguments because you have that mark.
Yeah.
So it's like it's this, and then also goes into that whole history lesson with us. This weird like back and forth between like, oh, you have this thing on you, to this is a thing that incriminates you, back to, oh, this is a thing you have on you.
Your wisdom as a mother would tell you that that might have had to do with the direction the conversation started from.
Yeah.
And what you glean from that is that Shoal might have an affinity for the Cheka. And your accusations might have made Shoal feel a little bit defensive.
What a loser.
Loser.
So, as you are walking away from Pectoris, and as you are walking away from Triadic, you are unknowingly converging upon one another.
Wow.
Nice.
And it is not long before you meet at one of the junctions in the road. And to the north is Final Passage and Blues Bungalow, and the Way of the Three. So there is this moment in the road where three forks come together. You meet at that location.
Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hey.
How'd it go?
The moon is hurtling towards this planet at alarming speeds.
Are we out
Really?
in the open?
Yes.
Can we go inside?
Should we go back to Blues?
The Blugo?
Wait a minute.
Blugalo?
We're gonna
Yeah,
talk
the
about that.
blue
We're gonna
glow.
talk about that.
Blugalo.
No, I just got a quick question. Because I might as well just turn back right now if the question's different. How often did they, size people up for a new pair of shoes? You know what I mean? How often did you hear that?
I will let you know in a moment.
Wait, say that. What was the question again?
Basically, how often did they, like, in case people...
When did I
were
hear the whooshing and the
gold?
screams?
Ah,
How often did I hear the whooshing and the screams?
about once a week.
About once a week.
And was it, like, on the dot?
Yes.
Give or take. A week on Vespers, 10 days.
Yeah. So,
When would you say the next time is?
I guess the last time I heard it was about 4 days ago. Does that work? About 4 days ago. So in the next 6 days, perhaps.
Well, you did see somebody get pushed off the dock.
So that was most recent.
last night,
last
or
night.
2 nights ago. Last night.
Well, if I'm assuming last night was, when,
Right.
when our friend went swimming with the fishes,
So probably another.
probably
10
another
days.
10 days before
Yeah.
someone else gets boots.
10 days
Okay.
to yesterday.
So 9 days.
Okay. So then, shit. That means I should head back
I'll go with you.
and tell him. Yeah, and then can
Tell
he
him
fly us
what?
back?
Yeah.
One more thing we've got to do at Pectoris, and we'll be back. All right. Thank you.
Do what?
Are you going to head back to Blues?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you there. Be safe.
All right, so you're going back to Blues. The two of you are heading back to Pactoris. The rest of you are going back to Blues, correct?
Yes.
Are we? Could we say we're at Blues?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've entered Blues. You're
Yeah.
inside. You've closed
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
The moon
The moon.
is me.
The moon is you.
I'm doing that.
You're doing that with your shingles.
I'm
With your
gonna
rash.
I think so.
Can
I really need to spend a fear right now.
Yeah.
He's fiending for it.
I really need to do this. You get inside, you shut
He's
the
gonna
door.
fucking talk to me
You
again.
immediately turn to Tuga and start to describe this thing.
Uh-huh.
And you hear something in the kitchen.
Oh shit. In the kitchen?
It didn't sound like a shuffle, but something moved in the kitchen.
I'm going to the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my axe and I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
All right. You've got your
of
axe
course,
out
it's
and
when
you
I'm
walk
not
into the
there.
kitchen.
Don't hit Blue,
I'm pissed.
please. Okay?
I'm gonna say, well, I'll ask this since I'm not gonna control this situation entirely. Do we want to just let Kriya go into the kitchen, or do you guys?
I'll follow.
I'd follow the 14-year-old into the kitchen. I sure would.
I would have heard this too. I'm assuming we're all in the same
And if you're
room.
We're all in the
talking to me
same
and your turn is
space.
going
Yeah,
to the
and you would have
kitchen.
seen Kriya pause mid-sentence and then turn,
Yeah.
inquisitively look, and then go into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So there's only a short hallway here. This bungalow is not large. But you go down the hallway, and your axe is drawn, and you move right into the space. And with that, this hand comes out and grabs the back of your neck and just picks you up. And he's just like, there's this human male there, dressed in leather armor, his hood's thrown back, and he's like, well, hello there.
I swear to fucking God.
And he sees the rest of you, and he's like, forgive me. And he puts you back down on the ground, and he turns and looks to his left, and there's 3 more guys in the room,
Oh my.
sitting around the table. One's got his feet up on the table, and they're all just kind of like looking at you, and he's like, welcome back. Let's have a chat, shall we?
Okay.
Cool.
Who might you be?
Let's just say that we're close associates with some of the people that may or may not run this place. We'll leave it there. We have an offer for you. Proposition. We've heard that you have been considering offers from other people for protection, maybe an escort ship of some sort. That was interesting. But we have something better for you. How about this? What if we told you we also need your assistance? And we can get you on a ship to Lichay's.
We gotta do it.
You're not
You're
here.
not there. Creech's ears are ringing back at the.
What do you say? You see, from what we understand, this whole idea that if you have let's just say a colored past, okay? That you can't gain access to these shades. Well, that's not entirely true. We've heard and have evidence to back up that that's a bit of a racket. Put on as a show on these islands for profit, for authority, for control. We all know situations like this everywhere, right? I mean, have you ever heard of anyone going to Lichés before that hasn't been through this ritual? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? But here's the catch. My associates, or my brothers, for lack of a better word, maybe just to go with the parlance of the island, if you know what I mean, we're not exactly the savory type. From what I understand, if your vessel, your passage through the Gargrathians is balanced with those that are good, you offset the problem. And so we need somebody to go with us. And you all look like perfect candidates for that. As a matter of fact, the mayor himself said you'd be great for this project. So, I'll leave it in your hands. But you should know that I really do prefer an answer of, sure, we'll definitely go with you because, let's just say I'd rather not have to force you. I think this could be a very friendly operation, don't you? I mean, they're nice, we're nice, right? We're nice. We've never hurt anybody. Why start now? Plus, come on.
Above table, he's making a great point.
Shut the fuck up. Nathan's over there like, come on.
Let's go. What do you say?
Well, we can't quite give you an answer right away, being that the rest of our party's not here to have this conversation with you, so...
Yeah, so I've noticed.
Can I do like an instinct check? Something like
It would be
equivalent of an
instinct.
instinct check?
Yeah, what are you trying to ascertain?
I just want to kind of hearing what I heard from my mom during that whole argument where it's like, okay, we know of people taking down monks and whatnot, and him being like, I've never heard anyone before. I just want to kind of get a sense of this guy's if he's being honest with us, or what's the word? I want to know if he's sleazy or not, he seems like a big sleaze. He seems like a big sleaze.
Sounds like the kind of guy that might off a couple of monks on a pier.
I know. I don't know. I just want to know more about his presence. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. You could go ahead and roll that.
You can lie to me and say it doesn't make sense. 21 with fear.
21 with fear. This absolutely 100% makes you very uneasy.
Okay. Yep.
Now, he's clearly making an offer to help them do this, but he's telling the truth that he wants a yes out of you. I mean, they're sitting there with a look on their face like they cannot wait to harm you if
good.
you do this improperly. It just, the tension in the room is thick.
Good.
Nice. Great.
Are you friends with Blue?
Blue. You mean the guy who owns the place? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen him.
But you're not, part of his crew?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
He's a very nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
We're not nice guys.
Okay. Good.
But come on, right? Introduction. So, what's your name?
Indexer.
Indexor.
Bad guy.
Nice to meet you. Link.
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 Sneaky Link.
And what?
You there. What's your name?
Brother Gunders.
Jesus.
I thought your back is a turtle.
I am. Oh, that's right. I'm Tuga.
Benny's?
Tuga. What's your deal, Tuga? Like, how do you know these guys? You seem like you're a little out of place.
Do I?
A bit.
Oh, you don't see a lot of turtle folk around here? There's very few of us left.
Yeah, you are unique.
Yeah, well, I go where the money goes.
Oh, well, we have that in common then, apparently. Good. Who's the little girl?
Hello.
Hello, which
You
one?
don't need to know any of that.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, what's your name?
Beyond your pay grade.
This Lean.
Visleen. Link. Nice to meet you.
And your brother's names?
Brother Shank.
Shank.
That's the felt over there.
The felt?
The felt.
The felt.
And iron.
Iron?
Iron.
Iron.
All right, so,
The Arts and Crafts Brothers.
Link. We're getting to know each other now. You're not a nice guy. Why do you want to go?
Why do we want to go?
Yeah.
We got
What's in it for you?
We got business there.
Business.
Yeah. One of the agreements that I'd like to come to with you is that you're not going to ask any questions. Okay?
Okay.
Here's what I can guarantee you. Okay? You hold up your end of the bargain. You come with us to Lichay's. Number one, you get to go to Lichay's. Who doesn't want to go there, right? That's good. Two, we'll let you go there with us unharmed, right? That'll be nice. Show up in one piece. That'll be good. 3, 500 gold pieces. I'll pay you. This trip's worth a lot to me. I'm willing to split some of that with all of you.
500 apiece or 500
Oh, now come on. 500 apiece. What do I look like?
I'm just trying to get the details.
I can use 500 total. There's 4 of you plus the child, right? 2 children. What is this? A nursery school?
Frankly,
I
had
have
similar
killed way
questions.
too many people to be called a nursery child.
From in the ground?
Yeah, I think
You don't know my past.
Dexter's like,
You don't know my past.
and Dexter's picking up what this guy's throwing down. He's like, "Yeah, what the fuck is this? We got a kitty cat with goggles.
Yeah, don't
We
diss
got-
my cat with God. Can somebody? I know that there's a lot of very talented artists in the Discord. If somebody could draw a furball with goggles, that would be so incredible. Just putting that out there.
Nikos. you
Yes.
heard her.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, we're 4, but we're also missing 2 others.
Yeah, I remember you had some bigger numbers when we first laid eyes on you. That's fine. They can come too. But the 500 gold stands, so it's your problem. You got so many people floating around.
Sorry, my voice just made a sound. I was just hanging my mouth open. Actually, you know what? I do have a question. In terms of access to certain individuals, could there be sort of an exchange in terms of, like, would I get to wring someone's neck, maybe, if I asked nicely? Is there something-
Yeah, now we're talking, old man.
Okay, we'll just keep that floating around.
You want to bust some skulls?
I particular skull.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, who?
Can I make some sort of roll to know if this is a good idea or not?
You're already doing it.
I'm doing it.
I would say,
No?
well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you from making a roll.
Yeah.
I think might be better for the storyline to go with
And
your
an
gut.
individual by the name of Bernardo Van Shiel.
Bernardo.
Bennett. Borrow. What's his name? What's his
Bennett. Bennett.
We're out of control here.
We're all tired.
You talking about the one who got voted down
The very
a couple
same.
nights ago?
The very same.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little hard to get our hands on.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. See what we can do.
All right.
We got about 2 days before we leave.
Noted.
Good.
I'm interested.
So what's the deal? You all mind if we shack up with you here? I'm just kidding. It's okay. We got a place out in the woods.
See, I smell terrible in the night.
It's all good. Yeah, I noticed that.
Snores like a banshee.
You got one of those machines you put on your face?
A shell pap machine.
Shell pap. All right, look, here's the deal. All right, I'm gonna hook up with you in 2 days. I want you to be ready to leave. All your stuff. There's gonna be ship and final passage. It's gonna look like a cargo ship. All right, it's gonna be loaded down with supplies as if it's just a normal stockpile ship that's gonna be leaving here. That ship is going to be leaving at 11 o'clock at night. All right? I want you on that dock inconspicuously at 10:45. 15 minutes before we leave. We board the ship, we go. End of story. No questions asked, no dilly-dallying, and do not tell a soul where you're going. And I will know. Okay, my brothers and I have our ears to the ground. If this gets out to anyone, again, you're all very pretty. I'd like to keep you in one piece. Understood?
Yeah.
You said no questions, but is that what happens if we don't show up?
If you don't show up, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I go through the trouble of arranging this passage to get the hell out of here and go on this, I can't go without you. And you don't show, I'm dying here. If you don't show up, I will cut every throat in this place personally. I'll make all of them watch, and boy, they're gonna want to help, but I won't let them. Are we clear? Good. I'll see you in 48 hours. They get up. One guy knocks the chair over as he gets up. It hits the floor. And they walk out the door. Slam it. You've gone.
Technically, it would be about like 55 hours or so. I mean, he said 10:45.
2 days.
That's the perfect distinction.
I'm gonna say
for
that
him.
as he's walking out the door.
And he just kind of like waves his hand in the air and he's like, fucking robots. Anyway.
Robot racism, dude? On the way out?
I'm catching a little fucking stray there.
The two of you would have gone to tell Abbot Shoal that things are not going to work out for that particular night, and you'd have been on your way back.
Correct. I do want to add one more thing to Abbot Shoal.
Yeah.
Because I am going to suggest that he goes in 8 or 9 days. That's a long ways away, right? I want to suggest that if any of his monks are able to see or breathe underwater at night, they should use one of those days, tonight or tomorrow night, to go investigate in the waters off of that dock and see if they find bodies down there. Right. See if they find bodies off of that dock. With
Been waiting all night.
Encased in gold.
All fucking night.
And then if they find nothing, wait 9 days.
Okay.
And
So
then
you leave
camp out
detailed
all night.
instructions to get the best possible hit on them discovering what you're trying to get them to
Correct.
discover. Got it. You would have given all of that information to Abbot Shoal and then made your way back to Blue's bungalow.
Fire.
And as you're walking up that pathway, you see these 4 human bandits, for lack of a better word, exiting the bungalow, walking past you, and they all just kind of like nod. One of them snickers at you, and they're just like, have a nice day.
It's nighttime, dickhead.
It's actually not quite nighttime yet.
Do I recognize them?
Do you recognize
Or
them?
their garb, or their gear?
I'm going to say you immediately do, given your... What's it called again?
Grim psychometry.
Grim psychometry vision that you had through Togo. Yeah, it's them.
Yeah.
It's them.
After they get a little ways away, I'm just going to lean over to Creech. Those are the 4 men that killed the monks.
Why the hell are they there? Here. We should go see if everyone's alright.
I'm gonna...
We're all fucking
You
dead.
hear a wing beat as
See the blue glow?
Orlith takes flight. With my 2 massive talon-like feet, I'm gonna grab Creech by the shoulders and just fucking fly at top fucking speed.
And so, imagine, I am kind of like hanging like this, perfectly vertical.
The wall. Creech the wall.
Smash into Blue's bungalow, removing the front wall.
A Creech-sized hole.
Creech size and shape.
The moment that we get there, I will, I'm dropping Creech right in front of the door.
Factuality.
Axe off the back, door thrown open.
We come together
Yeah,
both
it's
axes
totally
drawn like this.
fucking buddy cop moment.
Yeah.
And honestly, for the rest of you that are still in Blue's bungalow, the door no sooner closes than seconds later,
It's like, God.
it comes flying open, and these two just come blasting through the door, weapons drawn, ready to go. And so there was some tension with this meeting that you had, and this sort of causes you to startle a little bit.
Were they here?
You saw them walking out, didn't you? Yeah, they were here. They want us to go with them on a journey to Lichés to balance out their travels. They wouldn't tell us why they were going. This whole place is fucked.
When did you figure that out?
I'm gonna hang the axe back on my wing. So, are we leaning further into the metaphorically burn it all down option?
Not to totally derail the conversation about burning it all down, but the moon is coming towards the planet. This is true, and it's because of me.
How?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know. It happened last night,
Are you telling the
and
truth?
then I hear this.
What happened last night?
What's it?
I couldn't sleep. I was awake, and I'm looking out the window, and I just kind of touched my neck. And you feel this intense pull, and the moon Doter turns
She touched her shingles.
to me. I touch my shingles. Don't touch your shingles. I touch my shingles, and the crack faced me. And then I hear that the moon is getting closer.
It's alarming.
And that pull has happened since then.
Is there any other pattern, when it triggers? Anything?
Have you been poking at it?
Not a lot.
You're not supposed to pick.
He
It's
talks
shingles.
to me though.
What does he say?
Sometimes.
Ringo does.
Go.
They can't help you, Kriya.
He's talking to me right now.
I know that you put your trust in them. But you have to remember that you belong to me.
Okay.
What's
The
he saying?
moment that she says that he's talking to her, I'm just gonna like rush over to Kriya, and it's like the instinct to just hold your child and protect them from all harm. So arms around the head in a full cradle, the wings are like fully over, but you're totally enclosed.
As my head's full of that.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. I swear I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You gotta get Rambo out of your head.
Rambo.
Rambo.
What did you say the last time? Like Regiggle or something?
Regiggle is fucking
I don't
great.
remember what I said. I refuse to remember his name. I won't do it.
I love that. And every time you actually make one of those name references, I'm like, wait, who? And then I realize what you're doing.
I love how it always starts with "ruh" and then just goes totally off the rails.
Yeah, it sort of now the sort of sounds after that.
All right, so first and foremost, thank you to everybody who watched this evening. That was fantastic. I'd also especially like to thank Automatic 45 for that generous tip. That was fantastic. Our tech Saturn will be in touch with you through the Discord to see if you want to cash that in for Boons and Banes to use during the game. And beyond that, we'll be back on next week for session 6. Where things, I think, are going to start to get a little heated.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. Everybody, thanks for watching. If you have not yet followed and subscribed to this channel, please do that. We would love to have you along. There's a link in the description to join our Discord where we have a robust, awesome community. If you want to learn how to play Daggerheart or you don't understand a rule, jump in there. Everybody is so generous with their time and comments. We'd love to have you along. We'll see you all next week. You guys, it was an awesome game tonight.
Fucking ripped.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Thanks.
Goodbye, girlie. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Girlie. Goodbye, girlie.
Oh no.
We cannot leave the stream. The stream doesn't want us to leave.
Goodbye, girlie.